Lads, lads, lads. Lads, lads, lads.
All right, lads, ladies and gentlemen, you've got me, Hal, here. Nick is going to join us a little bit later. Freshly shaven Hal, although I am not going to be completely on my own because I am delighted to welcome from the other side. Sometimes it's good to get the opinions of a rival fan. Adam Scott, you support West Ham. How very dare you? Thank you for joining us on the Watchalong. How you doing?
From the other side, you make it sound like I'm dead.
You do look a little bit deceased. You're looking very pale. Are you getting your sun?
No, not at all. No, I have the complexion of the underside of a deep sea fish.
You, you look like Palpatine, don't you, from that Star Wars?
Oh, thank you very much.
It's the black. You're not wearing pink today. Do you think that pink is going to clash with claret and blue? Any chance of that? Any danger?
I think that's probably the least of your worries tonight.
Nice. All right. So you're going to try and win the crowd over with that sort of take. So you support West Ham. I do want your thoughts. You've had a chance to see the Blades starting 11. So what do you make of it?
Do you know what? I hadn't really given a whole lot of thought to the Blades starting 11 because all the interest was in the home team and what exactly was going to happen in attack without the one semi-recognised striker. And it was a bit of a shock to see three at the back, as this team list would suggest. So it's all going to be very interesting to see exactly what unfolds.
Yeah, the West Ham team, just to let you know, Fabianski in goal, then the very impressive Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Creswell. So far, so good from my match preview. Johnson, Rice, Souček, Lanzini, Lingard, and Bowen. Not to brag, but that is exactly, apart from Ben Rama, 10 of the 11 players I got spot on.
The formation you got wildly wrong. I think you said 4-2-3-1. And we're looking at a 3-4-2-1. I mean, the numbers are similar, just in the wrong order.
I'm going to bring in Adrian, who's some of your face has made it onto the screen there. Adrian, how you doing, buddy?
Well, there's quite a lot to fit in these days, you see.
I didn't mean it like that. Your camera's off.
Is that better? No, if I move...
Yes, that's very good.
I just need to hold my head still. Don't move it that way. Move it. Hey, there we go. Oh, no.
Teething problems. Don't worry so much about that, Adrian. It's more...
there we go.
It's in the telling that we're interested here. So as you see, Adam in the middle is covered screen-wise, actually, in claret and blue. I'm in pink. Adrian, why are you not wearing the pink away shirt, the lucky pink away shirt for this crucial game at the London Solar Stadium?
I know you might find this hard to believe, but correct, by the way. I don't own one. I haven't bought the pink shirt. I'm not in touch with my feminine side, obviously.
We've had a few questions coming in already. You can mention anything you like in the comments. Is Harry Maguire on the bench? It's Frankie Maguire on the bench. So he's a youngster, he's very attack-minded, and we've seen him on the bench already, but not actually seen him play a first-team game yet for the Blades. So, Adam, before we get back to you, Adrian, and get your thoughts on the Blades 11, Adam, just this West Ham starting 11, is this the sort of side with the injuries that you knew you had going into this game that you actually wanted to see?
As I say, three at the back, which is what it looks like with Creswell dropping in as the third of them. Bit of a shock. But, you know, you've got Lingard there. We know what he can do. Lanzini. Apparently it's Lanzini's birthday today. A lot of speculation that that's why he's in. Bit of a birthday gift for him. Because aside from his magnificent effort against Spurs, he's not really done a whole lot this season. So hopefully we'll see something special from him. It's really a big unknown, this formation. Without the sort of the one lone target in Antonio, we don't really know what it's going to do. So it's going to be very interesting to find out.
Adrian, when you see the Blades starting 11, no John Fleck, that instantly leaps out as bad news because John Fleck has been back to the John Fleck of old in recent weeks. We understand it's an illness.
Yeah, I was a bit. I assumed as soon as I saw that he wasn't in, I assumed that he was absent for either illness or injury because he has actually been the John Fleck that we know and love. Maybe not dishing out as many fouls as he used to do, but I think he's probably building up to that, building up to the yellow and red cards. But he's certainly been more on it recently. So I was very disappointed to see that he wasn't in. And also, going back to what Adam was saying about it being Lanzini, was it Lanzini's birthday, did you say?
It is.
Yeah, it was my birthday on Saturday, and I did actually get a call from Chris Wilder, but I had to tell him, I'm sorry, Chris, but I'm not available because I've got a dodgy knee. So really sorry about that.
Yeah, Adrian, you were really popular when you did the player ratings, and I loved when you mentioned your knee. You actually said, I think, you might remember I hurt my knee. I love how you assume that everyone is as familiar with you as I am. I've actually got your book behind me in the bookcase.
Did I sign it?
You never did. To be fair, I never brought it to you to sign it.
Oh, it's probably rarer unsigned anyway. You probably get more for it.
It probably is. Just tell Adam a little bit about your book, because Adam might recall that we've spoken before about this, but just in case, and for those watching.
Yeah, I built up a bit of a reputation for hitchhiking to watch Sheffield United. Well, I built up a reputation for hitchhiking everywhere. I used to hitchhike to and from work at one point every single day, and I was only late once, which was pretty remarkable. But so I did a whole season, 2001, of hitchhiking to and from United games from my base in London. You see, so I moved to London in 1998. So hence why it was a little bit more difficult than you would expect. I wasn't just hitchhiking from Meckelsall Road into the centre of town. I was hitchhiking all the way up the M1 every time, apart from when we were playing along the M6.
Well, that means that's a question for you then, Adrian, from Chef Boyardee, probably the Chef Boyardee. How is the weather at London Stadium? Any ideas?
Oh, I'm actually in a secret bunker at the moment. I'll show you something. Look. Oh, yeah, I'm in a secret bunker doing weight training. So
nice.
Forget that. I'm nearly
so
killed
you don't
myself.
know?
No, I haven't a clue.
That's the short answer.
Yeah. I will be back in that region around about midnight tonight. But
brilliant. If we could get an update then.
Yeah, by that time, would have passed like ships in the night and all that. But
well, if you could let Chef Boyardee know. Now, Adam, I want your thoughts before I get Adrian's and then share mine on when you hear Sheffield United, Adam, as a West Ham fan, what do you think?
First of all, just want to mention the weather. The weather in the stands is not necessarily going to be the same weather as on the pitch, such as the distance.
Is that how it works?
It's because London Stadium is so far away, isn't it? You've got the running track because, of course, it was built as an athletic stadium. That's what Adam's getting at, Adrian.
Yeah, I think one stands in Essex, another one's in Kent. It's scattered all around. Sorry, what was your original question, Hal?
When you hear Sheffield United as a West Ham fan, what do you think?
Yes.
Do you hate us, or you're not bothered?
No, I have no hatred at all for Sheffield United. Why would I? It's, I fully respect the job that Chris Wilder... I mean, the job Chris Wilder did last season is nothing short of miraculous with the team that he had. And, I'm delighted to see them in the Premier League. I know obviously it's a big ask at this stage, but I hope, they somehow manage to stay up because, they have a passionate support and they are a credit to the league. And this, I don't think, is the answer you expected.
Stop making us like you. This is meant to be a tete-a-tete. It's a back and forth. It's meant to be aggression. We're meant to hate you and go into battle and then turn you over like we did at Manchester Red. While we've got you, Adam, Nico, could be Nico, could be Nico, says, what do you make of Bowen as a lone striker up top?
I mean, I believe he has played there before for Hull. He knows what it takes to be sort of the lone goal-getter. So it's not the worst shot in the world when you've got very few options. I would obviously prefer an actual striker, but, he knows where the goal is. He has a proven record up front, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
You don't have an actual striker when your first choice striker is available. Mikel Antonio, as Adrian and I will remember, was playing at right back for Sheffield Wednesday.
That is a fair point. It's a good point. I'm delighted you made it.
You've got nothing.
Got nothing. No, we'll see what the summer brings.
Okay, so Adrian, what do you think of when I say to you, West Ham?
Well, I'm going to be a bit of a party pooper as well here, in that because when I first moved to London in 1998, I was living in Canning Town, and that's obviously most West Ham fans will know where Canning Town is because they probably try and avoid it because it's rough even by the East End of London standards. And then I moved to Stratford. Then I moved to Forest Gate. I was 5 minutes walk away from Upton Park, and
Right.
I actually got to quite like the West Ham fans. You know, this was in the early 2000s, before the Tevez business. And
Why do we, Adrian? Can I stop you there? Because a lot of people in the comments are mentioning Tevez. Let's just draw a line under this. Why do we call it the Tevez business? Or it's Tevez and Mascherano signed at exactly the same time, and it was nothing to do with them. It was the powers that be upstairs that signed those two. I don't have any hatred towards those two players. They're just professionals that were doing their job, and third-party ownership was probably something they had absolutely no idea about.
Yeah, and Mascherano gets let off a bit, doesn't he? I mean, he never gets mentioned at all. And
in fairness to Javier Mascherano, at the time, Glenn Roeder didn't think he was quite up to the scratch of Hayden Mullins, so he didn't really give him the side.
I think history has proven that to be the right call.
Is that like when we signed Alex Sabella and Pedro Verdi? And Pedro Verdi never got in. Poor old Pedro.
Yeah, nice one, Will. You've spotted that.
But yeah, I actually got to quite like the West Ham fans. They used to give me hearty banter before it was even called banter. You know, I remember once crossing the road in near Stratford Park, and this car drew up, and this voice just shouted through the window, "You should be wearing a West Ham shirt round here." And I
top
gave
banter that.
It's top quality. That is good stuff.
Well, I missed out the swear words, you see, because I know that it's before the watershed. It was a little less polite than that, but I was happy to give him a wave back, you know. So,
with one finger.
Well, I've got. No, I won't say that.
Okay, so I've got a few more questions I want to just throw at you while we've got you all here. So I get your feelings on West Ham, not what I wanted. Adrian, this is your quick fire round, which I think will be, knowing you as I do, impossible. Should Keane Bryan get a new contract?
Oh, that's a tricky one. You know what? I will say
quick
yes.
Fire.
I'm saying yes.
All right, Adam, you don't care. Should Keane Bryan get a new contract?
Oh, absolutely. Sign him up 5 years.
And he feels like he's been here 5 years. And neither of you are going to give me the ho-ho-hos?
Ho-ho-ho.
Ho-ho-ho, Keane Bryan.
Well, he's actually just started to look semi-decent, apart from that awful back pass against Chelsea, of course. I know that was more like the Keane Bryan that we know. But yeah, it might be the cheap option. Who knows? Well, you know, if we find ourselves a division lower than we are at the moment.
Yeah, I was about to call it Division 1 earlier as well today, Adrian. And do you know what? When I was trying to explain to my nephew, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? You know, I was trying to explain to him how there are these different leagues, and he's like, so hang on, League 2 is Division 4. It doesn't make any sense, and it should just be 1, 2, 3, 4. But,
it was much easier in those days. I blame the Scottish League, actually. It's the Scottish League started. They had Divisions 1 and 2, and then they introduced the Scottish Premier League. And then
Scottish Premiership, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what it was. We were talking the 1970s here, you know.
Oh, right.
So that's when they first introduced it. And none of us could quite work out why they didn't just call it 1, 2, and 3. So I blame them anyway.
Right, if in doubt, blame the Scots. Good to get that sorted. Greystone's Garden says, Adam, who's the best player you've ever seen in a West Ham shirt?
Wow. Well, I mean, I'll go with my gut because my mind went immediately to one name, and that is former Sheffield Wednesday star, Paolo Di Canio. Just a supremely talented individual. A little bit troubled guy off the pitch, but on the pitch, just a magnificent footballer.
I like that a lot. Adrian?
And well, he has got several things going in his favour. I mean, when he shoved that ref over, that was hilarious. And also, the other thing that he did was after he'd left Wednesday to go to West Ham, he actually forgot that the Wednesday fans awarded him the Player of the Year. And so when it came to them wanting their trophy back to present it to the star of the following season, whoever that was, they couldn't find it. And Paolo Di Canio was like, well, I haven't got it. Why would I have it? And they said, because you won it last year. And he said, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. And he completely forgotten. And I thought, you know what? I don't mind him so much after all. Although I do remember when we played Swindon, when he was manager at Swindon, and we drew 0-0 on a very cold night, and at the final whistle, some Sheffield United fans unfurled this big long banner in the stand that basically it was very bad Italian, I think, that basically it was saying something along the lines of Porco Fascisto or something like that. Stuart removed it very quickly, which was quite funny for any of us.
He could occasionally be a very bad Italian, so that would make sense.
There you go.
Absolutely. Right. Adam, we are going to be back with you, my friend, at half time. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we're just having a little look. Thank you, Adam. We're just having a little look at the match day team for the Blades right now. So you can see the substitutes as well. Maguire, the youngster that we were mentioning a little earlier. We've got Keane, Bryan, McBurney, Jags, Brewster, Burke, Baldock Lowe, and League One Wes, as we call him, Wes Fodringham, your backup goalkeeper. So, Adrian, who do you see as being from the subs bench there? Anyone that we could see later on potentially posing a threat?
Oh, I think we'll definitely see the standard appearance of Burke at some point. He'll definitely come on. Hang on, who else was there again? I'm not sure about the others. Hopefully, we won't see Fodringham.
A Burke over the top, that's definitely a dangerous player to have, and someone good, I think, to have in your back pocket when the game gets stretched and the legs get tired. And by the way, we've lost one Adam, and as you know, the rule when one Adam leaves, you must replace almost instantly with another Adam. Adam Wilson has joined us, and as per usual, is below me. So, Adam, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are we, chaps?
I love that. I always think of Aidan Davison when I see that goalkeeping jersey. That's brilliant. What a throwback.
Well, that's it. I thought, I don't have a pink shirt as well. So I know you mocked me earlier for not owning a pink shirt. The green shirt after losing against Chelsea has been canned. So I thought I'd go for the traditional goalkeeper top with the Blade sponsorship. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Adrian, question for you.
Oh,
what season was that we couldn't find a sponsor and we had to basically sponsor ourselves, and we all chipped in, didn't we, as fans? I remember sort of purchasing a Blades membership card and had my own number and all that, and you got to meet a player. So, Adrian, do you remember the year and which player did you meet?
I didn't actually. I was a poor, impoverished, mature student at the time, so I didn't.
You're letting me down big time. You like West Ham. You don't have a pink shirt, and you didn't support the Blades in our time of need.
No, I didn't. I think it was it 1999, 2000? That sounds about right, doesn't it? Or 98? Because in those days, shirts used to last 2 seasons, didn't they?
They did. It was the good old day. A lot was better, wasn't it? A lot was better. Adam, of course, the answer was?
It was 98, I believe. I don't know the exact year, which is unusual for me, but I think it was 1998, around about that time.
And Adam, did you meet a player and get a photo with them? I thought it was 99, by the way, but go on.
Well, 98, 99, like you said, it's a 2-year kit. Come on, let's not be pedantic now. Yeah.
Between us, we've covered it.
I thought it was 99, 2000, but, pop it in the comments. What do you think? Because I'm not sure.
No, I didn't, actually. I remember backing it, but I didn't get to meet a player at the time. But I met lots of other players for autographs, but not at that time.
But there was different stages, wasn't there? There was different... There was bronze, silver and gold. So obviously, Adam, you must have gone for the bronze, I reckon.
I was gold, obviously, because I'm a proper Blade, and I met Curtis Woodhouse. Not that either of you two are going to ask me any questions. So you are known, Adam, as the stats man. Ski da 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 da. Nope, just me. Thanks, Adrian. We in rehearsal, you joined in with that. So Adam, give us some stats ahead of West Ham away, please, mate.
Yeah, I'm not liking the stats tonight. We haven't won here. We won one of the last 10 away at West Ham, a Thomas Repka own goal, and then a goal from Lee Bromby in a 2-0 win. Don't know if you remember that one, Hal. That is one stat.
I was there, mate. I was there for that 2-0 win.
Yeah, that's one that's a positive. But the others aren't very positive in our favour. I mean, West Ham are looking to complete a league double over the Blades for the first time since 1967-68. So I suppose that's something we've got in our favour. But the form guide is not great. So excluding their loss against Newcastle on the opening day of the 2020-21 season, this season, each of West Ham's last 15 Premier League defeats have been against sides in the top half. Sadly, that isn't us. We're quite some way from the top half. That's quite a record for West Ham. And they're unbeaten in their last 19 league games against sides in the bottom 10, winning 11 and drawing 8.
I mean, Adrian, when you hear stats like that, how do you feel?
Oh, my stomach's just disappeared. Lovely. Thank
Mine
you
too.
for that. I was feeling bad enough as it was.
I'll give you another one that West Ham manager David Moyes, he's got a 100% win ratio in home games against Sheffield United. He's won all 6 of his previous meetings. However, it's coming up 10 years since he's faced us at home, and that was a 3-1 League Cup win for Everton against the Blades in August 2011.
Wow. I mean, when you said to me the stat that I shared on the match preview, the one that I think's really resonated with me, the Blades have won 2 of 26 previous trips to London in the Premier League, Chelsea in 93 and Palace, of course, with an own goal in 2020. That stat says that we are a bit like Newcastle. We're famous for not being able to win in the capital. So, Adrian, first with you, what hopes do you give the Blades at this bizarre 6 p.m. kickoff on a Monday? Doesn't sound right, does it?
I just think because nothing. I mean, look at the results over the weekend. Nothing's going to form at the moment. So I didn't expect us to get anything out of the Manchester United game, and look how that turned out. So what gives me hope is the fact that I haven't really got much of a clue what's going to happen. That's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm getting that from you. Yeah, I mean, Chris says, okay, here's a scenario: we win tonight, we beat Fulham on Saturday. That puts us 7 points behind Newcastle, who have Chelsea tonight and Man United next. Plus, our last 2 games versus Burnley and Newcastle. So theoretically, 7 points behind Newcastle with 13 games to play. With 13 games to play, what's that? 41. I'm not good at maths. 41 points to play for. Is that right?
39.
I mean, I told you I wasn't good. Thanks, you two are both better at that. So, what do we think? Does that give Adam? Does that give you kind of hope when you hear things like that?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we've got to get ourselves to 38, 39 points ourselves, haven't we, to have any chance whatsoever. Last 2 games are certainly winnable, and could we be on for a last game shootout against Burnley? That is what we've got to hope for at this stage. Going into that game knowing that we need a win would be good. But it's a long way. It's a long way off, isn't it?
But you must know the stat that is roughly in my head that whenever we've gone to the last game of the season needing a result to stay up, we've always got relegated. I mean, I'm not sure if that goes back beyond my memory, but I certainly remember. See, I can remember Walsall and I can remember Wigan and other such horrors. So yeah.
Well, I've just put the lineup again on screen for those that are just joining. I'm getting lots of people just joining. So guys, please continue to talk while I've got this on screen. You're not being not heard.
Well, Billy Sharp's going to be a record breaker tonight, and I'll tell you why. So since we returned to the Premier League last season, Billy Sharp's 6 league goals have been worth 10 points to the Blades. In the Premier League history, only Brian Dean's goals have been more valuable, and that's with 11 points. So Billy, to get the winner tonight, that's worth points, and he's going to be a record breaker. There you go. There's a bit of positivity for you.
Agrees with you. For those just joining, Fleck, we understand an illness. At no point are we going to speculate on anything there. We agreed, Adrian and I, that with him in the kind of form that he's in, that's huge. That's a big, big loss. So in Aussie, we trust. Adrian, what have you made of Ben Osborne's time at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane?
I like him. I thought he was showing a bit of form whenever he played at left wing back as well. And there was that little period last season when Fleck was out after lockdown, and when Osborne was playing in place of Fleck, and it coincided with the wins against Chelsea and the wins against Spurs. So and it was almost like we didn't miss Fleck at that point. So I quite like Ben Osborne. So I'm not too concerned when I see his name on the sheet instead of Fleck.
Yeah.
But you know, so I'm optimistic that Ben Osborne he puts in a shift and all. He's you know, he's up and down a lot, isn't he?
Yeah, I like him at left wing back. I have to say, in the perfect scenario with everyone fit, I actually think Osborne keeps Stevens out because Stevens hasn't returned to the pre-COVID form, and by COVID I mean the lockdown and the break. So let's just go through some housekeeping. Please give this a like. We're not doing well on likes at the moment at all, despite the numbers of you that are watching. So please take the time, if you're watching on YouTube, to just smash a like. If you get to over 1,000 likes, it means so many more people will be able to discover this watch along, and that would obviously really help us. So that would be greatly appreciated. Adrian, Adam, get a like done. I bet either of you have done that, you lazy gits. Also, we are going to be slightly behind, and that we are blaming Nick for that. In Good Nick, you'll notice, is noticeable by his absence. He will be joining us for the actual watch along, but because he's cheap, we will be on a slight delay because of he's using his app rather than being on the telly. So just be aware of that. I'll give you the time when we start so you can try and be in sync. Now, if we are ahead, you can pause us. And of course, if you're watching on Sky, for example, you can pause that and get exactly level with us. Adam, can the blades stay up? And then after that, please tell me what you think is going to happen today.
Can the blades stay up? Well, yes, they can, but do I think they will? Sadly not. But we're going to give it a good go. Half-time in midweek, I told you we're going to win 1-0, and we did. And we're going to win 2-1 tonight. So West Ham 1, Sheffield United 2.
That's what came up for me on the predictor. I don't know if you follow us on Twitter at Sheff United Way. We do what we call the predictor thingy. We want your screenshots. It's still on there now. Go check out at Sheff United Way. Please give us a follow for one very good reason. I run that account. So we want to know where you're from as well. Put in the comments where in the world you are joining us from. We will try our very best, like we did with Kissel just there, to give you a shout out up at 3:50 a.m. in Australia to watch the mighty Red and White Wizards. Absolutely love hearing that. So tell us where on earth you are actually watching from. The game is on BT Sport 1. It's going to be kicking off in just a few minutes, and we're going to bring back in Adam. I want to have two Adams on at once. So we've got Seb in Poland saying hi to you. Adam, please give us your prediction representing the evil empire of West Ham.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of caution, actually. I had a look on the social medias before this match. There is a lot of caution amongst the West Ham fan base about this game. Sheffield United considered a bit of a wounded animal and therefore very dangerous. So I would not be shocked to see a point for the Blades tonight.
I tell you what, you've probably made a lot of people in the comments feel very, very differently about West Ham. So let's have a quick look at the team. Lucas Fabianski in goal, Craig Dawson, Diop, Creswell and Koufal at the back, Captain Declan Rice, Souček, Ben Johnson, Bowen, Lingard and Lanzini. Adam, tell me, who is Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson, he's a Canadian sprinter, isn't he?
Absolutely. Thank God we got that cleared up. Adam, Wilson, who worries you in that West Ham 11?
Jesse Lingard. It always happens that a player that we are linked with who signs for somebody in claret and blue, this time not Aston Villa like most of our other targets, but I just get a feeling that he's going to be up for this. We didn't want to spend the money on the wages, and he's going to get West Ham's goal, but we're going to get two, like I say, so
yeah,
all be good. All be good.
I desperately wanted us to sign Jesse Lingard, as you know. Adrian, anyone that frightens you in that West Ham team?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jesse Lingard as well because I wanted us to sign him. I couldn't believe the people that were saying, "Oh, we won't improve anything." Come on, he was always going to, and so therefore it is nailed on that he will come back to haunt us. I do have a sneaking suspicion that we might just sneak this 1-2-1 tonight as well.
Oh, I love it. And Adam Scott, Creswell, been a bit of a revelation, hasn't he, at left centre back?
He's done really well, actually. I mean, I like him at left back. But when, obviously, we're playing a game now where positions and the personnel are very much interchangeable, and he has slotted into that centre-back slot very nicely this season.
Adam Scott, Moyes, yes or no?
I mean, could go fourth tonight. Yes.
Excellent. All right, Adam, thank you very much. Adam Scott will be back with us at half-time. Gents, I'm going to ask you to stick with me if that's all right. Adrian, are you happy with that? I know you've got iron to pump, but are you able to stick with us?
Yeah.
All right. Stick with us, if you will, chaps, until In Good Nick is able to actually be here, because I'd just much prefer it. So hopefully we'll try and be all roughly around the same sort of time when this game actually kicks off. We want your thoughts in the chat. What do you think of West Ham? Tony says West Ham are evil. Crush them now. I very much like that. So thank you very much. So Adam, tell me, are you feeling more or less like this result tonight will be crucial and actually the season will kind of hinge on this, or is this one that we can effectively not win and still survive?
No, we've got to win tonight if we've got any hope of survival. Looking at the games coming up, I said Chelsea was a free hit and got a hurled abuse at by you for saying there's no such thing as free hits. But tonight,
no, I never said there's no such thing as free hits. I said that we have already we've negated that because of the poor results earlier on in the season.
Yeah, but it's a game we have to win. You look at the game to get to 39 points, how many we're going to need. And this is one we must win. We have got to win tonight. And like I said, I think we will. I think we will.
Brilliant.
I didn't realise Simon Tracy were here. That grey shirt, that's all I can think of, Simon Tracy.
All right, we are just to let you know, Nick and I are going to be doing the commentary for the watch along. We have just kicked off. If you want to try and be on the same time as us, if we're ahead, you can pause us. We're more than likely going to be behind. Nick, one thing I need to establish from you is I am at 0020.
0017.
It's going to be a long night, so I'm going to be slightly ahead. There's nothing I can do about that. This is as far back as I can get it. So thank you very much. And yes, we are in the lucky shirts. Adam and Adrian, before we go then, Adam, tell us, your Blades main man.
Main man tonight, I am going to say John Lundstrom. And I fancy him for a goal tonight. I just think with Osborne alongside him in midfield with the engine room, Norwood can sit back a little bit and it'll allow them to bomb forward and Lundstrom to get in there. So John Lundstrom, the key man tonight, and I'm backing him for a goal.
Not your standard choice. Adam Wilson will be back with us at half time. Thank you so much. Adrian, your key man for the red and white / pink Wizards.
The Pink Wizards, Jaden Bogle. I'm going for Bogle. He's one of those. I reckon his team talk before the game. Wilder must just say, "Go everywhere, Jaden. Go everywhere," and he does.
Yeah. Adrian, I absolutely love having you on these streams. Thank you so much. And again, please do join us at half time.
I will.
Good to meet you, Adrian.
There he goes. He's off to pump iron. He doesn't have time for you. So we're on 1 minute 40. Blades keeping the ball in on this left-hand side. It's going to be crossed in. It's not exactly where he wanted it to land, which was at Didzy's head, and it's a kick thump wherever it'll go forward. I'm going to try and get this as close to my face as I possibly can, because normally I am so far away from my screen. Nick, you've had a bit of a rush, so I just want to welcome you properly to the watch along. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you, mate?
I'm excellent. I was back at work today as well, so I've had a day, and it's coming back 2 weeks off, and you come back to 200 emails. Now we've got West Ham on the ball with Bowen, just going to lay it back, and it's on that left-hand side touch line. They're into the Blades half, but they're going backwards all the way to halfway, and just 2 minutes 24 on the clock if you're trying to keep it up to date with us. Ball played forward, could have been dangerous. It would have been offside, that, Nick, anyway.
Oh, this is really annoying me because you're in front of me, and I'm constantly going to be hearing you like cheer or not, and I'm really upset.
I can't do anything about that.
I might see if I can get it, like start it again and see if I can get on the same time. Just 1 second, mate.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? We are at 2:53. West Ham with the ball, with the Blades pumping it long from Ramsdale, but giving possession away. As I mentioned on previous watch-alongs, I prefer it when we play it out short. On this left-hand side, coming forward in numbers. There's a wall of pink, but Bowen's going to take it, and looks like potentially a foul there just on the edge of the box. Referee's going to give that on Bowen. A bit of a clumsy challenge from Ben Osborne, who's come in for John Fleck, Super John Fleck. He drinks iron brew. He is a Scottish hero, but for whatever reason, illness, we understand, keeping him out of the game today. Just seeing that challenge again, I'm not 100% sure. You know, I mean, it was definitely a foul. I joke, of course. It doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Ampadu annoyingly would have taken it, I feel, anyway. So possibly a challenge didn't need to be made. And this is what you call a free kick in an extremely dangerous position. Early biscuits. I don't like giving away set pieces at the best of times, But the most crucial time, of course, is early in the game and just before or just after half-time. But here the Hammers have that set piece on 3 minutes 51. And Nick, are you back in the land of the watching?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Good save from Ramos. I'm on 4:04.
Right, well, you can't be there because then you're way ahead of me.
Well, I am.
Can you pause yours?
Oh.
Right, we've got good save from Ramos, as Nick quite correctly says there. Referee just having a conversation. Stevens has got his hands outstretched. And what's the decision here, Nick? I was looking at you. Oh, he's right. So I'm going to see this again anyway. Free kick taken, saved by Ramsdale. Looked like it was headed out to be crossed back in, and then potentially a foul there. Referee might be suggesting that there's surely not a penalty. Surely not a penalty.
I can't pause it on my app.
Has the referee given a penalty here for a foul? A 4 minutes 44, and we're saying that from Ender Stevens was a foul. I mean, surely VAR are going to overturn that. That looks absolute nonsense. Declan Rice holding the ball as the VAR check is coming in. What a ridiculous! I mean, a great save from the free kick, and then to go and make a challenge there like that. It looked like a coming together. Stevens, I thought, just getting the ball, but I need to see it again. Possibly catching the man. It was as the ball was parried from Ramsdale.
He's offside, I think.
Well, we can only hope.
Anyway,
it does look like there's an offside. The Blades might be getting a reprieve here. That looks to me to be offside. They are checking this, whether it would be a penalty. But Dawson, it looks to me, who I think was the man who was fouled by Stevens, just offside.
Sorry, I completely missed that. I was trying to pause my stream, but I can't. So I'm going to be in front of you now.
Well, that's a nightmare. But there we are.
Try and restart your stream when this all gets sorted out, and it might just sync up.
Will do. I'm deliberately watching on a streaming device to be level with you. So
what's the offside? What even happened?
Absolutely think so. It looked like a foul by Stevens on Dawson, who was trying to retrieve the ball after it was parried by Ramsdale. It just went to the right-hand side. It was in the box. I'd need to see it again, whether it was actually a foul. I'm on 6:11.
6-9. Oh my God.
You're playing at right. Well, I'm leaving it like this. Okay. It looks like offside has been given, which is absolutely fantastic. Nick, again, this is why you come here for In Good Nick, because he spots this stuff before me. Arguably because he was ahead. But that
that was all it was.
Doesn't matter. The question, of course, would then be, well, was it a penalty? It's inconsequential. It was offside. Dirty, cheating. West Ham, correct decision. And they're not gonna get some ill-gotten means and get a game there from a penalty, which was never a foul in my opinion.
I've not even seen it. Still not seen it.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it wasn't. It was the lucky pink shirt. Stevens with a throw in deep into West Ham territory, straight back to Ozzy. Ampadu's going to try and play in David McGoldrick, but it's intercepted. Quite a poor pass there, if we're being honest, and kicked straight out into touch for a Blades throw in. Chrissy Wilder, he's one of our own, takes the touch and passes it back to one of our own, Ender Stevens, 20 yards away from halfway on this left-hand side. Gets a nice little run up, gains a couple of extra yards there that he's just phantomed. And we've got Osborne going to cross it in. He's going to be looking to find Dizzy. Lovely chest down. Lundstrom, who Adam Wilson picked as his key man. Could have had a pop shot there, didn't. Decides that Basham is a better option, Nick.
Yeah, I'm still behind you, which is annoying. But I was just going to say I'm very, very happy that Ender Stevens is back. I had a little bit of a cheer when I saw that he was playing. So fingers crossed he's going to play better than he has done this season. For the
ball crossed in. It's a chance for Dizzy in the box. And what has he done there?
Stretching. He was stretching, weren't he?
Whoa, that was a great chance. He was overstretching and he's ended up just looping it in the air for a comfortable Fabianski catch. It was a softer back pass as you'll see all season.
I know. If it were Ollie McBurney's long legs, it might have just ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah, Van Hooydonk. Although sadly, Van Hooydonk not an option for the Blades today. Ender Stevens, you were hoping that he'd be playing better than he has done recently. The first thing he has done in this game is give away a penalty, so he does need to start getting into the game a little bit more.
Tackle.
Free kick. I thought a good tackle as well. But the referee, who seems very intent on giving the softest decisions to West Ham, says that Ben Osborne committed a foul there. I'd like to see that again, but for me, didn't look like one.
Yeah, and I've just noticed that Ben Osborne's probably the only player that doesn't have a wife who's a hairdresser.
Oh, because he's still got long hair? I got that. I've just paused my stream to try and be level with you. I've figured out how to do it. It's all happening, kids. I'm on 8:48.
Yes.
Nicely done. Right, we've done it, kids. We're there. Oh, what was he playing at, Ozzy, with a lunging challenge? Luckily, he doesn't catch the man, but that was silly when you know this ref is keen to give anything in the favour of the Claret and Blues. Ball on the left-hand side, then switching it to the right. It's played forward, but it's a sloppy pass, and it'll be tidied up nicely by Ampadu.
Nice little ball down the line as well to Osborne, bringing it away.
And he can try and find Billy Sharp, who's not really been involved in this game so far. And Sharp is the man who he will find on this left-hand side. No support whatsoever. Lays the ball off eventually when Lundstrom makes a run. And he could have gone down, but there's too much honesty in Chris Wilder's ranks. And there was no chance the Blades would get a penalty anyway because they're not wearing claret and blue. So it's a corner. Nick, what did you think? Could he have gone down?
I don't think so. I don't think the leg was coming across. I'm not 100% sure, though. And we're probably not going to see it again. But, yeah, I'm not one of them that wants to see him go down. But obviously, if it gets us a penalty and it gets us a goal, then I don't know. I know these days we need anything, don't we?
Exactly what I was about. You read my mind, my mind, which is half the size as it was before. With this haircut ball going to come in from the left-hand side. Not a bad corner. What a chance! You do not see chances like that in the Premier League. That was gilt-edged. Fabianski had absolutely no chance.
I think you need to pause your stream for half a second.
Half a second is paused. Agonisingly close to an OG. And Oggy.
Yeah, it was. Jesus, man.
And that offside penalty. Nearly an own goal. Ball screw. Another good corner. Again, it's won by a West Ham head. Ogbonna that time. And West Ham will break, and they'll break well.
Beautiful from Lingard, that. Is he going to play out wide? Oh, he's all the way. He's going all the way.
What pace, what power, what skill. Lays it off. Good challenge. Oh, I think we're level now, Nick. 10:53 if you are just joining us.
Yeah, bang on. Thank God for that.
Ball crossed in. We got there in the end. And then a poor clearance. What was he thinking? Lundstrom just cleared it the way that Didsy shot earlier. It's back on this left-hand side. Declan Rice and Ben Johnson, the men in the middle for West Ham. Ben Johnson, of course, the Olympic sprinter, now playing professional football. It's a chance for West Ham to get the ball into the box, and they will as well. It's a deep cross, which Ender can deal with, not convincingly.
It went away, didn't it? That was the main thing. I thought he was going to chest it back to Rammers then, and I would have been a little bit worried with that.
What have you made of Kufal?
This season?
Yeah,
this
today.
Season. He's been brilliant, hasn't he?
Hasn't he?
Brilliant.
Not there, though.
No.
Keep that commentator's curse coming, son. Kufal.
Souček's been brilliant as well, and Lingard's been brilliant.
3 signings. Arguably, Souček and Kufal are kind of signings that the Blades could have made if we'd had a scout in the Czech Republic. Just saying.
You definitely didn't get what I was saying then. I was trying to commentate curse everybody.
Nice.
But yeah, they've all been great. Obviously, Lingard's only played 1-2 games now.
2 games.
He started off really well.
Fulham signed Madja from Bordeaux, a player that I watched a lot at Sunderland, and I did think that was a Blades-style signing that could have been made and could have really made the difference. And I know we heard there was going to be no signings in January. Do you think that was a missed opportunity?
Sorry, I thought that they were going to show the end of Stevens' foul then, but they just cut it off. I thought Madja would have been brilliant signing. I think that we were linked to Madja.
We were. That's why I asked. Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously, it would have been nice to at least got 1 or 2 loan signings in, knowing that we were possibly going to go down anyway. But,
just to freshen up the pack a little bit and give everyone a kick up the backside.
Yeah, but to be honest, Fulham probably would have paid more for Madja's signature anyway.
I agree with that. As we saw with the lad from Wigan that we were after, that what was his name? That Fulham got. Anthony Robinson, AC Milan, Fulham or Sheffield United. You make the call. West Ham on the attack. Number 10 coming forward. This is Lanzini. He's going to try and find Jesse Lingard. He's going to get a shot away. It's a parry from Ramsdale, and it's lucky.
Oh my God!
It's lucky that he doesn't parry the way he did against Chelsea. He actually parries to safety, and the Blades can bring it clear. And Osborne, number 23, will find Didsy on this left-hand side. We are on 13:30. If you want to get level with us, so that you are not ahead or behind, you can pause us, even if you're watching live. If you're on YouTube. Do give us a like. Please smash a like. We want to try and get to 1,000 likes for today. Lofty ambitions, but you got to try. Do follow us as well on social media.
Absolutely. You say parried to safety then. It was very not safety. It was really close. Yeah, it was really close to landing just to a West Ham player's feet. So
I agree with you. He just parried instinctively.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. If it had seen Lingard, then he was all on his own. We've got 3 centre-backs playing here, and Jesse Lingard stood right in the middle of the pitch on his own.
Is it 3 against 3 or 3 against 1, the way that West Ham are lining up? And by the way, praise for Hal for getting 10 out of the 11 spot on for the predicted 11.
Well done, mate. Well done for West Ham. I don't even think I got that for Sheffield United.
Yeah, for West Ham. So, yeah, quite pleased with that.
Yeah, it's... they're struggling with numbers, aren't they? So that's the only reason why you got it right.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I'll take the praise where I can get it. Yeah,
I'm only messing with you. Oh, Bash, just dancing through the whole West Ham midfield. That was beautiful. That, and then he had to get brought down. Book him. Get him in book, ref. Jesus, man.
Get him in the book. Basham just striding forward over halfway, and yeah, he would have carried on his run there. I think that's a booking for me, but ref's not.
That's a cynical foul. That.
Yeah, not decided to put his hand in his pocket. Right, my stream slowed down for a moment. They're going to get this a lot with streams. It's probably the only time we do streams is probably when it's on BT Sports. So Nick, I'm back with a time check for you. 15:23.
You're about a second in front of me.
I was going to pump it long, over halfway, looking for anyone in a pink shirt. I think Stevens was the target, but it doesn't find him. Stevens will eventually watch it roll out for a West Ham throw-in.
Yeah, what's really offending me is this score, Hal. The WHUFC against SUFC. Can I change it? I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
You always write Sheffield United, don't you?
I do. And West Ham 0, Sheffield United 0.
It's also very, very big, isn't it? It's enormous, which I quite like.
That's a bit smaller, a little bit smaller, but it's still big. Still big.
It's very reminiscent of my Valentine's night.
I'm going to say, let's hope no one clips this bit.
Yeah. Thanks to all of those who've joined us for the watch along. We really appreciate each and every one of you that does. Thanks again for smashing the like. If you have, you can get this on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Each and every Sheffield United match, we will be here, hopefully, in glorious, lucky pink. Fingers crossed. It's 0-0. We're on 16:39. Myself and Nick hoping to be on exactly the same time. That's been a running theme. And West Ham just playing the ball around in their own half. No real danger as things are on this left-hand side. So let's come over halfway. And it's not bad interchange of passing. Their passing is crisp. No more than 2 touches. And
no, but it's beatable. Up tonight, it looks beatable, this side. It's not...
I'll agree with that.
We're not getting hammered. We have created chances. It's probably similar, 50-50 in the chances that's been created. Didsey could have put one in the back of the net. We've had a near own goal from them, and they've nearly had a penalty. So it's 50-50.
I love that own goal because recently it's looked like own goals, set pieces, penalties are going to be what gets us scoring because we do struggle to score. Even the winner against Man United, the first shot was so awful from Ollie Burke. If you see that again, one of the worst shots in the history of shots.
Well, ball over the top. Normally go in.
They are, and of course the rebound eventually gets his shot away the way that he'd have liked, but the deflection certainly helped. Ampadu just going to play it back after our ball was played over the top. Possession stats, 52% for the Ammers and 49% for the Pink and White Wizards, or Pink and Black Wizards, I should say.
52% and 49%. I don't think that makes.
I said 48, didn't I?
I don't
sure
think
I
you
did.
did.
Honestly, after I released the info about Dean Hammond a day early because he was on my mind by getting him confused with Dean Henderson, it's gone absolutely bonkers on Twitter, that tweet. So, we do have Dean Hammond coming up, an insightful interview, which you do not want to miss, 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel on the 17th.
It's a really good one, isn't it, mate?
It's a great one. Ball played over the top, looking for coup foul, but Rammers comes out and deals with it. We're on 18:28. If you're trying to keep up to date and keep in exactly the same time as your 2 favourite YouTubers. Ball played back into the middle, and bit of a heavy pass there, but in the style of Paul Devlin, Ampadu just kills it dead and then plays it to Ender Stevens, coming back to Ampadu, who's right-footed but both-footed, and it's all the way back to Ramos, who always looks like he doesn't want it, and I think that clearance suggests I was correct. It's straight out.
He definitely didn't want it there, did he, mate?
Didn't want it there, and I wouldn't have played it back to him there. There was men from West Ham closing us down. Considering they're playing a false nine, West Ham are getting bodies forward.
Yeah, that was on his left foot as well. He don't want it on his left foot. Nobody ever wants to. Well, no goalkeeper wants it received on the wrong foot, do they? Especially with a West Ham player running at him.
Absolutely. I mean, I want it on my left foot because I'm left-footed, and the right one's just for standing on the chocolate foot. Ball played forward. West Ham they're getting the 50-50s until they aren't. Right there. 19:26 on the clock. It's a chance for the Blades to break. So far, we've only seen one real glimpse of Billy Sharp, but what he did well. We want to see him again. Ball played forward, looking for our captain, our talisman, our representative on the pitch, but he won't get near it, and it's headed back to Fabianski, the Polish goalkeeper, formerly of Arsenal when they had him and Wojciech Szczesny, and decided to keep none of them. Yeah,
and they've both had a really, really good career from that, haven't they?
I travelled to the Arsenal Stadium, the Emirates, I always want to call it Highbury, to watch the Blades with a Polish lad who was there. He was going just to see Fabianski, and was on the supporters coach. He wasn't a Blade, he wasn't an Arsenal fan, he was just Polish, wanted to see Fabianski. And it was the night we got beat 6-0 under Kevin Blackwell. Awful. Oh,
yeah, I remember that. It was Carlos Vela, didn't he score a hat-trick?
I want to say yes. The awful thing was it was the day we got the money from West Ham, and I was sat next to a West Ham fan at that game in an executive box, because that's how I roll. And he gave me so much grief. So it wasn't just getting beat. I had a horrible West Ham fan, this lad who I wanted to punch him, just giving me loads of ear all the way through.
Because we were losing or because we'd sued them?
We'd been relegated. They just had to cough up the cash, and we were getting hammered. And he wasn't expecting to go to that game and be sat next to a Blade. So, in the Arsenal sort of end, as I was in the executive box, which was an Arsenal fan's box, just a friend of mine. So, yeah, it was an awful night all round. Horrible trip, horrible night. But thanks, Nigel, if you're watching for the VIP experience. Right, Didsy going to play it off to Osborne on the left-hand side. He's going to play it back to, David McGoldrick. Ampadu, good interplay. This is more like it from the Blades. The pink and black Wizards finding pink and slightly grey, off grey. Lundstrom, it's into Didsy. Takes a touch. Chance for a shot here, Blades, if they want to get one in, but instead they're going to find Stevens for the cross on the left. Anyone can get a foot on it here and get a shot away, but instead it's pulled behind Didsy, and he has to get a lunging toe on it, which will give possession back to West Ham. That was a collection of missed opportunities in and around the box, and the Blades could have got a shot away.
I feel like Didsy tried to get a touch on that to get it under control and actually pushed it further towards a West Ham player.
Absolutely. And if he'd left it, he had a man just behind. So a culmination of poor passing there. It's always that final third. Ball played over the top. Ramos right on the edge of his box will collect and roll out, which is what we want to see. It's so much better when we do that and we don't just thump it long, because 9 times out of 10, we give possession away when we do that. Looks like a foul, referee, and he's going to give it a little push on Ampadu. I saw that one. He's keeping his cards in his pocket. Who knows what he would have done had the penalty been given? If you are just joining us, a very contentious moment in 4 minutes gone when Ender Stevens tackled Craig Dawson, who you don't expect to see up there in the box, but it was offside. Dawson, who you don't expect to see up there, was offside. Maybe because he's not used to being up there. Made the point. Ball in the midfield, going to be laid back on halfway, and the Blades will try and go again with John Egan.
Yeah, we've held on to the ball quite a bit recently, haven't we? One of those offside. One of those daft stats will come up in a second. Sheffield United's had 70% of the possession in the last 2.5 minutes, or whatever it normally says. 70-30
possession. Just quick maths. Ball in the middle, and Lingard dropping so deep. Jesse Lingard, a player that Nick knows so well how much I wanted us to sign him, and lots of Blades said he's not the player we need. Attacking midfield and creativity is exactly what the Blades need. Bogle, not seen too much of Bogle. A lot of it's been on the left-hand side, but he's got skills to pay the bills. Prime Borbokis there, draws a foul on halfway, and it's a free kick taken quickly. Cameraman, do your job. Didsy, on the right-hand side, into the box. Ball played in. Poor ball. Blades retain possession. Chance to get it crossed in. There's so many players forward. You'll never see as many Blades in the box as you see right now. It's like the Alamo. It's like we are 1-0 down in the 90th minute, and yet we are not getting that ball in the box. It's going to be played on the edge of the area. Chance for a shot. Anyone, take a shot. Billy Sharp, take a shot. Doesn't take a shot. Crowded out. And West Ham can get it away. Opportunities. And it's a great ball out. This is West Ham. We committed so many forward. It's 2-on-2. West Ham with a chance to get a ball into the box. It's saved as a shot at the near post. Ramsdale does really, really well. But all round from United there, Sheffield United, I felt that was opportunities again missed with that shooting chance, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. But I've got to say, the showing is back again. Egan stood him up, and then kind of pushed him out wide, kept pushing him out wide. And it was an easy save for Hammers in the end. So well done, Egan. Very, very good defensive work.
It was Jesse Lingard who had the shot. He wins a corner. Fantastic from John Egan, who penned the song of which this channel gets its name. Like and subscribe. We're on 24-27. It's a corner kick on the left-hand side. The big boys are forward. There's a lot of them for West Ham. It's met well by Dawson, but it's over.
Fine. We'll take them all day long, won't we, mate?
Take them all day. You took the words right out of my mouth. We'll stop the song there.
Wow, 110 likes already, guys. Come on, let's get more. Let's get 1,000 tonight.
It's 1,000. 1,000's the aim every time. Nick, I don't know if you saw any of the preamble that I was doing with the boys, but very good. We managed to get a West Ham fan on. We got Adrian, the most popular player ratings fans react lad we've ever had on, and we got the stats man as well.
Yeah. It all sounds brilliant. I wish I could have watched it, but I was driving home and it would have been wrong of me to put it on whilst I was driving home.
It would have probably been illegal. Ball played forward by Rammers. I don't want to say it, but the Blades lose possession. And West Ham with a bit of head tennis now, up, and eventually coming down. Really nice take from Ampadu there. He knew what he was doing. He played for that, and the Blades will go again with that back three, all the way back to Ramsdale, who takes a touch. He's got a bit of time and decides rather than thumping it long, he's going to play it short to John Egan. It's good when I can see who's who, isn't it?
Yeah. So where is it now? Is it just to the side of you?
Yeah. Can you tell where I'm looking?
Yeah.
If you can see my setup, mate. I've got my iPad from 2009, this iPad, which is falling apart, on a stack of laundry.
I like it.
And I'm so uncomfortable, I've lost the feeling in my left leg.
I've lost the feeling in the bottom of my back. So
back went ages ago. Back I've given up on. Back is luxury. If you get feeling in your back, I mean, I've been doing this now for 57 minutes. You've had driving home from work. I was about to say driving home for Christmas. I forgot what season it is. It's lockdown. Every day feels the same. We're on the left-hand side with Ampadu coming over halfway. I'm pleased with this spell of possession, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. We've kept the ball for quite a long time, except for just then, that second then, what you just said.
No, you're not putting that commentator's curse on me. I'm handing it over to you.
It's so 50-50, this game, for me.
Could go. It's on a knife edge, yeah. No,
go on.
One goal's going to win this, I feel.
Possibly. Depends if it's a really early goal. If it comes in the first half, then I think it could be 2 or 3, but if it's 0-0 going into kind of the 50th, 60th minute, get up, Lingard. Then I think, like you say, it's going to be a 1-goal game. Lingard
playing for a foul. It was cheating. There's no two ways about it. And the ball on the right-hand side as the Blades again get men forward. It's brilliant that we do pour forward in number, but if we don't take a shot, if we don't get a cross in and we just give it away as we have done the past 2 times, we're exposed 2-on-2. So we need to make this one count because we've got a lot of bodies already in that mixer.
It feels like League One days when we were like throwing everyone forward and leaving Jake Wright on his own at the back. Ooh.
Right, so ball crossed in. Does it beat the first man? That's always the question that I ask when a ball is crossed in. And how many times do we say beat the first man? And it doesn't.
Absolutely. Oh, it didn't go out for a corner. It went for throwing, actually. So let's see what we can do from here. Ender Stevens looking pretty hench, I would say.
Buff. Definitely. Ball crossed in. It's a good cross. And Didsey, he does the right thing, but actually does he take it off Sharp's head? Bogle's going to keep it alive. Good ball in the box. It's a penalty. Surely, referee. Is that a penalty?
He's not giving anything. Basham's not even asking for it. He knows his dive there,
doesn't ask for it. If Basham doesn't ask for it, it's not a penalty because he's honest as the day is long. Ball played in. And, there's questions there, but I think Basham feels the contact and goes down. Yeah, he's dived there, hasn't he?
Stuck his leg out. Oh, no, he didn't stick his leg out, but he did. He were looking for a pen then, weren't they?
How many wages do you fine Basham there? Is it 2 weeks or a month?
You can't fine Bash anything. Basham could do whatever he wanted, and he wouldn't get a fine for me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, if that had been a West Ham player doing that, I would be apoplectic with rage.
Yeah, definitely apoplectic. Yeah, because I know what that means.
I mean, really, saying you're apoplectic with rage is like saying you're rage with rage. It's superfluous, totally.
So it's wrong.
It's like, no, it's not wrong. You can say it's like saying a geriatric elderly relative. It's already implied with elderly.
Oh, for God's sake! Did Egan win? Egan looked like he won the ball then, to be honest, and he's not happy about it. I think he's gone through his legs there and just nicked the ball away, and he's gone down. Am I right?
Well, he's certainly complaining as if he's hurt.
Not. He's caught him, and I don't know why Egan's asking for something there.
Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul every day of the week, right from behind. Egan just kicks the calf there of Bowen, Jared Bowen, the former Hull City striker, come right winger, come attacking midfielder.
What a stupid tackle or foul that was. And it's my fault for believing John Egan there, walking away, being really annoyed at the referee, and then he's bloody gone and booted him.
We've got a free kick then for West Ham in a dangerous position. Lanzini and Cresswell, I believe, are over this one. So it's arguably a left footer that's going to either go for goal or a right footer, which would be Lanzini in this case, who's going to swing it in. Cresswell will take it, and it's high, wide, and not very handsome. You might be able to tell, Nick, that my app restarted. So I am on 30.03.
Oh, dear. You're a couple of seconds behind me.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Just as Cresswell was shooting then, I was like, it's miles over. And then you're like, and Cresswell stands over the ball, and it's over the bar. And I'm thinking, that happened way before.
What are you on now?
30.25.
We go again, Blades. We go again.
We shouldn't do this again.
No, I agree with that. If it's on BT again, you'll just have to be with me, all right? Because I've got it on the telly.
We're doing well in the midfield here. Oh, and Lundstrom's gone backwards for a change. Basham plays it along the back. Egan, not knowing where to go, puts it out to Ampadu. It's good football. It's good football. Oh, let me lose it. Oh, no, he's got it back. Play it down that line. Oh, Osborne's going through, though. He's taken on, I think, who is it? Is it Ogbonna? He's pushed it past him, and Ogbonna, it's Diop, just stood in his way. I'm not sure. I don't know. He just jumped at him, kind of. Yeah, he's gone in for the tackle, and he's not got it. Simple as. Osborne just jumped at him. More of a wrestling move than a football move.
Right, give me a time check.
31:30.
Okay, that's going to do it. That's good enough for me.
Good.
So free kick to the Blades on the left-hand side. It was the correct decision. It's going to be swung in by Ben Osborne to the far post. Heads jumping, heads going, cleared away. And then a poor header back looking for fellow Blades in the box, but it's going to be tidied up nicely by West Ham. And that was another missed opportunity. But United playing Sheffield United, I've got both Uniteds on there, playing well in patches. This has not been a game, I would say, for the neutral.
No, definitely not. And you can say United all you want because we are on a Sheffield United fan channel. And Didzy hits it on the volley and it just goes over and wide, I think that was actually.
Yeah.
But a good chance. Quite a good chance.
Take from Didzy. I think it's a better chance when you see it again. He didn't actually need to rush it.
No, maybe not.
It's actually a poor shot when you see it again. It was always wide.
Miles wide.
Miles wide. Very poor shot. Didzy's got to do better there. Didn't need to rush it, but Blades trying to get possession back through Ender Stevens on this left-hand side. Bogle hardly seen any of the ball. It's all been on this left-hand side, which is a surprise, and Ollie Norwood will get things moving again. And now let's bring it out onto the right. A little bit of a ball ahead of Lundstrom. He's fouled there. I think that's a free kick to the Blades on the right-hand side. Again, we're not going to see a booking.
No, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because, it's not frustrating. We don't want to see yellow cards, but we just want referees to be to do this. Oh, I don't even know what he's done there, to be honest, if he's dragged him or if he's caught him. I think he's just caught his foot, the bottom of his foot.
It's Ben Johnson with the foul.
I don't think it's a booking, to be honest.
No, I think what I want to see is bookings for West Ham players sprinkled liberally throughout the team, get them down to 10 men, got more chance, get them down to 9 men, get them down to 8, 6,
And we still
7.
won't win.
We might win.
Can I just say one thing? From the left, Ben Osborne was taking it. From the right, Norwood's taking it. Why are we not whipping them into the box rather than swinging them out?
Terrible free kick. Absolutely dreadful free kick. You will not see a worse free kick in Sunday League football from Ollie Norwood, although the Blades will do their very best to regain possession, which was literally just hit straight at the first man on this left-hand side. Ender Stevens going to put a ball across, and that's going to be dealt with by Fabianski.
I'm miles behind again. This is so frustrating.
We need to be in the same place.
Yeah.
So you can come and live with me. We've got a spare room. I think it's worth it just for this. You'll still be about as far away as you are from your current job.
I don't think I will be.
It's 0-0. I won't give you a time check because I have no idea where Nick is.
No, don't.
Ball going to be ushered by Egan. An interesting back pass to Ramsdale, who's just going to take a touch there and look to thump it out to the left-hand side. Of course, where else? It's the left has been the area that we have looked to attack with, and possession lost. West Ham will win it back and then given back. So it's a bit of you have it, no, you have it after you, Claude. And Ender Stevens laying it into Ollie Norwood on halfway, back to Lundstrom. Nice little interchange. Sheffield United seeing plenty of the ball with the very deep David McGoldrick, who's playing up front today, not in the hole where he played in the previous match. Up front with Billy Sharp, who's not seen a lot of the ball. Ball crossed in and taken by Fabianski. Looking for Billy, but he's been feeding off scraps today, Billy Sharp.
He has, and I feel like McGoldrick is actually playing more of a free role, like he would be. Look where he is now. It feels like Billy Sharp's playing up front on his own here because he's coming so deep.
Scrappy.
I like that though, but at the same time, like you just said, he's feeding on scraps, Billy Sharp.
Scrappy in the middle, chance for the Blades, and can Osborne get a shot away? It's saved by Fabianski, corner ball.
Yeah, just 1 second, mate. I just need to see if I can restart it again.
Okay, so yeah, shot from Osborne on the edge of the area, and it's Roberto Fabianski, of course. Roberto, the previous goalkeeper when we played here last time in that 1-1 draw, and West Ham fans will not want me reminding you of him. Of course, very hard to keep along with this watch along. I recognise that with us constantly changing the time of the game. Bless you if you're sticking with us throughout. I really, really appreciate that. It's an app experiment today, and I believe probably not to be repeated. We'll find another way. Corner going to be swung in from that right-hand side. Can't beat the first man. West Ham will get a chance to clear it. And it's not going to be kept by West Ham. Instead, Lundstrom will recycle things. And because he's small, Osborne has stayed back from the corner. And he's going to play it out on the left-hand side to Billy Sharp, who's decided the only way he's going to see the ball is to completely vacate the striking position and play as a left winger. Osborne lays it off. Chance again to whip across in, but no one wants to. And it's played straight out for a goal kick to West Ham.
It looked miles offside there, to be honest.
Are you roughly with me? I'm on 36.50.
Nowhere near. 1 second.
We'll sort it out at half time, I promise you. So it's 0-0, and I'm on 36.59. If you're trying to keep up with us, you can pause this if we're ahead. And of course, you can sort out your own player, or if you're on the telly on BT, you can pause that or fast forward it, depending on what you need. Nick, as you can see, he's so furious with the app nonsense that we're dealing with. He's walked away. Do give the stream, please, a like, or if you're fed up with the back and forth of time, a dislike. To be honest, this is the one time I'll accept that. We will have extra guests joining us as well at half time, and also subscribe to us on social media at Sheff United Way, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, which apparently people are still using. 0-0, 37-39. Didzy with the ball in the middle. That groan from Ingrid Nick.
Literally 10 seconds behind.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. There's no point me doing this.
It's quite a lot. I will get to the same time as you after this attack. We're on the left-hand side. West Ham trying to get the ball into the box. It's straight at Norwood, who looks to clear. And I am now going to do my level best to get level with Nick. I've got 2 different apps that I'm using. One of them can be paused. One of them can't. Here we go. Okay, 38.04. How's that?
I'll tell you when I'm 38.04.
Yep. So I'm still... Right. I'm going to pause it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. What are you on now?
38.11.
There we go. We're on the same time. Okay. So Good stuff, Blades. Right, Didsy, let's get the ball in the box. Sheffield United having plenty of possession. Again, it's all about the left-hand side, isn't it, Nick, today?
Yeah, we're constantly going, like you said, Jayden Bogle's not had anything on that right-hand side. He's feeding off scraps. Ollie Norwood's had a lot of the ball, and oh my God, 3-on-1 here.
This is dangerous. West Ham attacking 3-on-1. Real chance for West Ham. Surely the opening goal. And is that a foul? Is that a penalty?
That's a penalty and possibly a red card.
It's a yellow card, but what a ridiculous challenge. The Blades in no danger on our own attack, giving the ball away. And this is what you cannot afford to do. Nick, was that a foul?
Of course. Yeah, he absolutely went through him, didn't he? Didn't get anywhere near the ball. Absolutely went through him. But it's not Bash's fault. He would have actually, he's taking that wide, isn't he?
He's taking it wide, Lingard. I think that's a really silly challenge.
But it's Norwood that's put them all in that position.
Yeah.
A shocking hospital ball in the midfield.
How many times I love Norwood and for his ping and what he's done. Why is he letting us down in the midfield in certain games where he's just dawdling or not seeing something? Is there something else going on?
Who knows? Well, you never know. Like we speak to these footballers, and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, do you? Sometimes I'm not saying that anything is, but you never know, do you?
Yeah.
And Jesse Lingard's not very happy that Declan Rice is taking this penalty. Yep. He walked away pretty annoyed.
Number 41 on 40. Chance for Rammers to really become a Blades hero. I think he needs a save here, Rammers. And even if he does save it, don't parry it straight back to Declan Rice. Chance for the penalty. It's Declan Rice up against Aaron Ramsdale. I think this would be a very unfair lead, but West Ham can go 1-0 up, and they do. It's slotted home by Declan Rice right into that left-hand corner. Hugely disappointing. And the London side are a goal up from, I think, a mistake. And that's cost the Blades time and time again. It's been a season riddled with individual errors.
It was coming, though, wasn't it? Because we were constantly flying forward and leaving kind of two at the back, one at the back. And we left Egan all on his own there. And Basham, because he was out of position, because we were going forward, had to come back and fly in with a challenge. Well, he didn't have to.
That's the thing. He didn't.
The fact that Lingard was pushing it wide, I think you let Lingard have a go. See if he's on his left foot as well. He's on his wrong foot.
You let Lingard have a go. Absolutely. I fancy Rammers is more likely to save a shot on his weaker foot going wide of the goal than a penalty. And Bash didn't know either that he wasn't going to get a red card for that.
No, exactly. He would have done years ago, being the last man, wouldn't he?
In the days where you and I actually knew the rules of football, that would have, you wouldn't have been surprised, let's put it that way, to see that as a red card. Hugely disappointing. I said there's only one goal in this game. A lot of Blades beforehand predicting a Blades 2-1 win. So that's still on the cards.
Yeah, but you said earlier, didn't you, that it looks like there's only one goal in this game. So fingers crossed that's not right.
Yeah, it's just I find it so hard to see Sheffield United scoring. We make a real meal of getting the ball in the box. We make a real meal of taking chances and taking shots. And the shots we have had today have been bad.
Yeah, they have. Really bad. Oh, it's frustrating to watch, isn't it? Again.
It's been one of those seasons. 42 minutes we're in. It's a corner to Sheffield United. On the left-hand side, if we get back into it now, it's the perfect time to answer back, the perfect time to go in level. Ball swung in. It's not a bad one, but Fabianski reads it well and will catch and claim. Nice and comfortable in the end, and he's just going to bowl it out. And West Ham will attack on their own left-hand side. And again, they seem to pour forward in number. They've got pace and they've got height and they've got strength. Let's see what can happen here on the left-hand side. Blades trying to get as many men back as possible. I thought claret and blue and pink would clash. It doesn't at all. What do I know?
As Hadley Goodson has just put in the comments, Norwood off at half-time. I agree. I think he's got to come off and we need to go full-blown attacking. All-out attack.
What have we got to lose?
Exactly.
It's a chance here for West Ham to make it 2-0 as they look to get the ball into the box. It's a really good ball. It's cleared by the second man, and Didsy with an awkward header, just 50-pence piece header falling to a West Ham player on the edge of the box, and it's good skill from Bowen. now on the right hand side to find his man, and they're just so busy. They're so industrious. They're bullied by that goal, and they're looking like West Ham have a lot this season. They can go above Liverpool, of course, with a win here today. A free kick there on the edge, but it's one that I think is to the Blades actually, as Ampadu was having a coming together with Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, I thought that was a foul on Lingard, if I'm honest. But obviously,
first time I did as well, and you know what? When we see it again, who knows which way we'll lean.
Well, you never know, do you? VAR might get involved and might overturn it, but I don't think so. Lingard's having a little moan, but he's not incensed. Oh, for God's sake, I don't want to see this goal again, this penalty again.
It's absolutely horrendous. Could you see any way that West Ham were going to score without a penalty?
Yeah, by doing something like that. By just attacking, like nicking the ball and breaking on us.
So why is it we are away from home and it's the home side that are hitting us on the break? I think that is a testament to how well we've played at times in this game.
Yeah, we've played well, mate. We've played well. I'm not saying we haven't, but we've been caught on the break a few times. Oh, and Ampadu's nose is bleeding.
Not going to be something to worry about in these shirts. You won't even be able to tell. But
no, probably not.
Poor fella. I don't know if you've ever broken your nose. I've never broken my nose. I would imagine it's really annoying when you're trying to sleep. Yeah,
I can imagine. Hopefully, he hasn't broken his nose. Hopefully, it's just a little nosebleed.
I mean, you see the foul again. It's surely a body check by Ampadu on Lingard. I don't know what Lingard does wrong there.
Lingard jumped at him.
Well, I think Lingard doesn't even know he's there. It's one of those when you suddenly see someone and you go, "Oh, you're there."
Yeah, I don't think Ampadu fouled him though.
No, I don't think either of them fouled either.
Coming together.
It was a body check, as in, he turns around and he's there. He turns around and he's there. But Ampadu can't get out of the way. Lingard can't get out of the way. I'd probably have just let that go. Keep the faith, guys.
Yeah,
Ben,
probably.
We are the most positive Blades on earth. I've been saying all season we're going to finish above Wolves.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, we are positive, but I think this season has just taken its toll on us, hasn't it?
It's been, I was saying this to my mum the other day. My mum was saying how much she enjoys each game. She still gets excited for each game. And, I love hearing that. For me, it's been the worst season as a Blade. And I mean that because we can't go, because we're not there to cheer on the lads and we're losing. Not like, oh, it's not as bad. We're in the Premier League. What are you on about? Remember the League One days? I'm not saying that. It's a combination of not being able to see my family, not being able to go to the games with my family, not being able to be there at all, not being able to see my mates, and we're losing. It's all those things combined. Horrible.
I think in my lifetime, this is the worst season. I'm not saying football-wise. I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm saying we have lost so many games. Even when we went down to League One, I've only seen us been relegated twice up to now, down from the Premier League and down to League One. But, geez, man, we've never lost this many games. We lost so many in a row. It's just embarrassing after a bit. You just know that you're going to lose 1-0 every week.
It does feel like the defeats are by a solitary goal. You're right.
Yeah, and we got away from that. But again, just one daft mistake, a shocking Norwood pass, and then a stupid Basham challenge.
I do like the front two, McGoldrick and Sharp. It's the front two I'd have played all season. I'd have saved the club 53 million. I do like those two up front. I do still have faith. Sharp's had no service today. Didsey's having to do what Didsey does and drop back. And now West Ham have scored. It does seem like they are full of confidence, and they're playing in a slightly different manner now as we approach half-time. Yeah,
and we're the opposite, aren't we? We've got into our shell.
Heads have dropped, yeah, which you just can't do. I know it's like, 1-0 again, and we've got to do all this work, and we've got to score 2 goals, and it's hard for Sheffield United to score 2 goals. I recognise that.
Yeah, and if we concede a second goal, God knows what we're going to do. And Adam's here because I'm guessing that it's over on his TV.
We're not that far behind, mate. It's not full time, but yeah, it's going to feel like for a lot of people joining us this watch along, they probably will have suffered because we've been so far behind. And then ahead, and then behind, and then ahead. And I do respect every single one of you that stuck with us throughout. We really do appreciate it. Give it a like and let us know your thoughts as well in the chat as we approach half-time.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how many likes we're on, Hal. 143.
All right, we're not quite at 1,000 yet, Blades. So, just nudge your friends if they're not watching the stream. Do get people on. I think this is like a new way of following Sheffield United. when we can't be there. We're trying our best.
Exactly. And I love that we've got 6 dislikes on it. So 6 West Ham fans in the stream.
Give us the dislikes. Nick, do you like this layout?
I love this layout. Better than the other
Okay.
one. Do you want to have
This
a
is
little look? Do you have a little...
See, I don't mind that.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
We haven't
Adam's
frozen.
got to move his neck like that.
That's it. Get into the middle of shot.
This is a Mark Beard. Do you remember Mark Beard? Used to every picture he had his neck, he had his neck on a slant.
Mark Beard.
That's my
There's a
Mark
player.
Beard. Mark Beard actually, I believe, follows us on Twitter at Sheff United Way. If you want to interact with the kind of people that we have interacting with us, who are former Blades. Now, can you two chat while Hal goes and has his ablutions? Thank you very much.
Where's Hal gone?
To the loo.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. So, have you seen that, Adam?
Disappointing. Been disappointing again. Just playing about, not shooting. The amount of shooting opportunities we've just wasted again. The goal for the umpteenth time this season comes from Ollie Norwood giving the ball away. Basham, yeah, it was a foul. I think it saved him that he was going away from goal. If he'd have brought him down 2 steps earlier, I think he'd have been going for an early bath. So, yeah, disappointing. I have to say, though, very well taken penalty. Ramsdale went the right way, and that was well in the corner, and there was no chance that any keeper was getting anywhere near that.
No, right in the corner. But it did seem like it was bobbling a little bit, like he didn't strike it as well as what he probably would have hoped to. But yeah, Ramos is never getting anywhere near that, is he?
No, not at all. It's disappointing. In a game we should be at least leveling. We find ourselves behind again, and with it all to do. So he needs a solution in midfield. I think Norwood has got to come off. Take Ollie Norwood off.
Yeah.
Do we drop McGoldrick back? Because McGoldrick's been very, very deep. There was some points he was almost level with the centre halves in that first half to pick up the ball. So if he's going to play there, put McGoldrick in midfield and give Ollie Burke a run. See what he's got. A bit of pace. Try and get in behind them.
Yeah, well, that's what we did against West Brom, didn't we? And we
Yep.
came from 1-0 down to beat them 2-1. I think this is going to be a lot more difficult than that. But we'll bring in Adam. Adam 2.0, how's it going, mate?
Not too bad, as you'd expect. Not too bad at the moment.
How did you see that then?
It's kind of what I was hoping, in that soaking up a lot of pressure. They've shown in the past that they're quite good at that. But unlike in the recent game against Man United, where the Hammers offered nothing in attack, this time looking quite dangerous on the break, which has been encouraging, creating chances, and a first penalty of the season.
Is
A
that
minor
right?
miracle.
Wow. Me and Hal were talking about the fact that you guys are playing on the break against us at home, which is a bit of an odd one. Have you done that much this season?
David Moyes does seem to like to set up this team to soak up pressure and then hit on the break. The last few games against Liverpool, it just didn't work. We just sort of rolled over and died. Against Man United, very good at soaking up the pressure, but didn't offer anything in attack. So it is nice. I mean, it's a bit surprising against a team bottom of the league, but, you know, if it works, it works. And at the moment, it appears to be working, but when it's only a 1-goal difference, you never know.
You guys, I'll bring Hal in. Back in, sorry. Actually, I'll wait until he's settled, and I'll bring Adrian in as well. So bring Adrian in now. Hi, Adrian. How you doing,
Hello.
mate?
Yeah, well, same old, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
that is just about 80% of our games this season has just been replayed in front of us there for 45 minutes.
one silly pass.
Yeah, and the usual suspect giving it away. And also just getting into them decent positions, and then not getting anywhere with it. Too much fannying about, I think, is the expression that my dad would have used. And just really, really frustratingly annoying.
Adam, anything to add? Either Adam.
That's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, Sheffield United, Adam. We'll go for that.
Yeah, it is. It's it's exactly like Adrian said. It's just the same old game after game. Have possession, don't shoot, don't look like scoring, give away a stupid penalty, give the ball away in midfield. It's just, yeah, there we go. It's just frustrating, isn't it? I mean, I predicted a 2-1 win, though, so I'm going to stand by it. We've got to be positive. We've got to go for it. Like you said, we came from behind against West Brom, so let's give it a real good go this second half. I mean, we got away with the first penalty that was overturned for offside and wasn't a foul. Other than that, it had a lot going for it, didn't it? But we got away with that. But I've got a question to pose. If that free kick had gone in, would it have been checked for offside for VAR, or would it have just been simply 1-0 West Ham if Ramsdale hadn't have made the save? That's my question to you, boys.
Well, interfering with play.
Would he have been? He wouldn't have been interfering with play, though, would he?
Yeah,
because he was the other side of the box. Unless he was right in front of Ramsdale or right in front of the ball and it's gone through his legs or something like that. I wouldn't have thought so. We were Ramsdale actually did quite well for once, pushing it wide rather than right back to a West Ham player, and he actually did that later on in the half. He pushed it pretty much right into the feet of a West Ham player, and it just went past him. So, yeah, anything to add, West Ham, Adam?
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know as well as you guys do, but it looks like, as has probably been the story of the season, the Blades, ironically, just lacking that cutting edge. Doing a lot of good stuff sort of in the first 2/3, but then that final third, just lacking that killer
James
pass.
Shields, watch out, Blades lacking cutting edge.
And even just to add to the irony of it, I mean, the best chance of a goal for the Blades, lacking that cutting edge, is going to be a man called Sharp.
He just keeps. This is why I got him on. What? I mean, you cannot pay for that. Actually, we haven't paid for that. None of you are getting a fee.
No, you haven't.
I've been asked to repeat that. None of you are getting a fee. I like this. It's like one of those games that teenage girls play, like a kind of a dream phone kind of thing. Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Why do you know about that, Hal?
I've got a sister. So anyway. Let's take some positives. All right. Some of the comments have come through saying that Ozzy has had a really, really good game. Ben Osborne. I have to agree with that. But Bogle's been invisible. That's popped up a lot. So Adam Wilson, why on earth have we not seen any, really? We've seen a few flashes of Jayden Bogle.
He's been quiet, and we've been attacking down the left-hand side. It's been Osborne and then getting Stevens overlapping and then crossing to the first man, which he loves to do. So frustrating. We've been playing down the left a lot. Bogle hasn't really had the opportunity to get into the game. He likes to go on these mazy runs when he gets the ball, but it just hasn't been down that side today. It's all been on the left. So get Bogle into the game more in the second half, and it'll give us more of a shot. We need to vary the attacks because it's just predictable, and like we've said before, final ball again is just poor. It's been poor all season, and it's poor again. Hopefully Osborne can whip one of those lovely early balls in, like he did at Bristol Rovers and like he did in one of the other games. It would be great to see, and let's get ahead on the end of one. But as an attacking threat, we've been poor again.
Adrian, this is a good point from Ryan Goodwin. Norwood needs time out the team. I think he's not the same player anymore. Now, I think Norwood necessarily needs time out the team. Nick and I were discussing, is there more to his performances at the moment? Is something going off? We don't know. Do you think that Norwood always looked like a bit of a Rolls Royce of a player when he actually has time? So he can choose his pass and actually spray the balls out that he's got that ability to do. And now, because teams have kind of sussed that out, he's not getting that time. They're deliberately targeting him because he takes that moment to look both ways and then decide what he's going to do with it.
Couldn't put it better myself. I think the problem is that you're saying a Rolls Royce of a player. I think that's the problem, is that he still thinks he is a Rolls Royce of a player. And he thinks he's got all this time in the world to spray these fantastic balls all over the place. But his corners, his free kicks, they're garbage at the moment. They're not beating the first man. In the amount of times he's given the ball away in that slap bang in the middle of the pitch position, and that's led to a goal. And yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, he was out of the team at the start of the season, and we all thought, oh, that's a bit off. And then now we can see why he was out of the team. To me, he does need a bit of a rest. But I guess the problem is that we're not exactly blessed with bodies, are we? With Berger being out injured as well, and Flecky being ill today. So, but it's just so frustrating. I will say I got one out of my two predictions I got right, in that Lingard has been the man to fear. But my prediction that Bogle would be our man, like you say, he's the only time that I heard his name mentioned was because I actually had your commentary on and I had the BT Sport commentary on at the same time, which was a bit difficult because I can't really remember who said what. I think the ones that were slightly more biased towards Sheffield United may have been you and not BT Sport. But the only time I heard Bogle's name mentioned was when they said he's not done a right lot. And I thought, oh yeah, he was my man.
That could have been us. Adam Scott, who is Ben Johnson, please?
Canadian sprinter.
Thank you very
at the
much.
Olympic Stadium as well. It all fits together.
It ties together beautifully. So what do we make then of anything we can take from this? I mean, are there any positives from that first half, Adam Wilson, that you think we've looked good in this area, that area? It used to be that our midfield was our strongest area, and we had so many players that Lundstrom couldn't get a game in the Championship. And now we've got no seemingly warm bodies. And if one midfielder gets injured, with Berger probably going to leave, Lundstrom probably going to leave, next season could be a complete restructuring of that midfield.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, positives to take. Ben Osborne and Ender Stevens have built up an understanding just without the final ball. They've looked lively when they've tried to get forward, and it's good to see Ender getting down the wing. Defensively hasn't been great tonight, but he has got forward, which is pleasing to see. We just need that end product. As for the midfield, we are low on bodies, and the options mean that Oliver Norwood plays at the moment. I don't see what other options we've got. With Fleck missing, do we put Ampadu in midfield and have another centre half in? Do we try Bogle in midfield and Baldock at right wing back? But then is that going to restrict Lundstrom?
I think we do. No, I think we do try that.
So will Lundstrom go into the middle? But then,
well, I think next season Lundstrom's not going to be here. So
no, not next season. Yeah.
Forget it. I think we need to start moving beyond. I think for now you're right. We've got to play Lundstrom because he's been one of the best players of the season. But long term, I think Bogle in midfield because he's so good attacking and not as good defensively. And you don't want to leave Baldock out.
No.
We've got two very good right wing backs. Baldock is great defensively and Bogle is great going forward. So you would like to see both of them in the side. And Baldock gives 100% every single game. You'll never see him go hiding. He'll always get stuck in. You don't really want to leave him on the bench.
It's Kelly and Tracy all over again. We've got two of our best players in the same position. Adam Scott, who's impressed you for the filthy, cheating, diving hammers in the first half?
Well, Lingard, again, adding that sort of touch of class that has perhaps been missing in recent months, if not years, in a West Ham side. Nice combinations as well, I think, with Lanzini, surprisingly, the birthday boy, looking quite happy out there on the pitch. Hoping to see a bit more of the same. Always like Souček and Rice, the combination in midfield, and Koufal, I mean, surely one of the signings of the season.
Yeah. Souček and rice sounds like a delicious dish if you're in Tehran or something like that, and you say, I want the local delicacy. What is it? Oh, you must try the Souček and rice. Change your life. Adam, there's a stat. You're our stat man. Apart from the spelling of sharp, I like a lot of that. What do you reckon?
Good start. I like it. I like it. Who's the 22 he's played against and not scored against? That's my first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
And has he scored against West Ham?
Ooh, can we think of a Billy Sharp goal against West Ham?
Not for us. Certainly not for us.
No, I can't think of one for us. Maybe he did in his Southampton days. Who can say? Adrian, do you want to hazard a guess?
I don't think he has. I'm hazarding a guess. No, he hasn't.
Adam Scott, then, are you comfortable? Do you think your boys are going to see this out?
I think more of the same should be fine with Ben Rama as well, waiting in the wings and Fornals to stretch later on in the game. You asked me earlier about Cresswell as one of the centre backs. He's doing fine. I think if you want a glimmer of hope for the Blade, Diop is looking very, very shaky. And I think at some point in the second half, he is going to throw up at least one chance for the Blades.
Okay, Diop to throw up in the second half. You heard it here first. So I think when we just look at this, it's like, well, if I'm a West Ham fan, I can't even say that without physically feeling sick. But from what Adam just said there, yeah, I would feel watching the Blades, maybe I'll put it this way, as a neutral. It doesn't really look like we're going to score. Adrian, have you ever felt like in that game we are definitely going to score here?
No.
No, I can't. Adam Wilson, did you feel in the first half we were nailed on to score?
No.
Nick, did you at any point think, here we go?
No.
All right, clean sweep across the board. Thank you all very much for joining us at halftime. We really, really appreciate it. Adam Scott, Adam Wilson, and Adrian. We will do our best, Nick and I, to be hugely out of time with the rest of you, and hopefully call a game that's finished by the time we get started.
Thank you.
There we
guys.
go. One of you saying thanks is all I require. Right, we're back underway. Nick, you and I should be on the same time now because I haven't touched it. So I'm on 45:17. What are you saying?
45:14 when you said that.
Okay.
Pause.
Right, I'm pausing. There we go. It should be good. Now the thing is, my because it's an iPad from 2009, it does just keep stopping, and that's what's caused us the main issues. So again, for all of you in the watch along, we are on 45:38. Try and, if you will, keep up with us. If you want to be a little bit ahead, that's fine. You get that kind of delayed analysis from myself and in good Nick. You happy with this change of the fact that you're now on the left and I'm on the right? Is that
No, I don't. No,
I thought you'd say that. Yeah, let me sort this out as well.
I've done it. Don't worry about it. You don't worry your pretty little head.
I wasn't going to. I was going to sort that out. Get half time off. Any changes to talk about at half time?
I've not seen any.
I too have not seen any.
Let's be honest. Norwood is on. So if Norwood's not off, nobody else is going to be off, are there?
Yeah, no changes for either side. I've just confirmed that with a very, very helpful website. Thank you very much for being part of the stream. Give us a like. We're trying to hit 1,000. We are ambitious, but you've got to be in this game. So Basham now bringing the ball forward from the right-hand side of defence. He, of course, responsible for the penalty given away. Declan Rice scored. Basham got a yellow card, and it was a kamikaze challenge where Lingard was taking the ball through.
I've got to say, obviously, Basham had a brilliant season last season, and I know everybody's playing worse. But Basham's definitely been slightly poorer than he was last season. He's made a lot more mistakes than he did last season.
I still think Basham's been brilliant, but no one has played at the level of last season.
It just shows that Basham's been poor. Well, Norwood's put the ball in the box. Good! Oh, my God. Right in the middle of both players.
Straight in the breadbasket of the keeper there. You had two players either side of the keeper, but the ball went in the one place they weren't. It was a good idea, nice invention. Had time there, probably just overcooked it.
Yeah, so frustrating because both of them were in, weren't they? Sharp and Bogle. It was a good ball, that from Norwood, though.
He needs it, you know.
Yeah, he needs to step up, doesn't he? And that's what he's good at.
And just there, you saw him again when he has time on the ball and he's got a bit of space. Of course, everyone can look good with time on the ball. We're not saying that. But we want him to do well. He is our player, so we're not going to get on his back. And when he has got time and space, he usually delivers. And here he is again. Yeah,
absolutely. And I love Norwood. Absolutely love him. And I would never, ever give him so much stick like a lot of fans have. But, yeah, it's looking like he's not up to standard at the moment.
His best days definitely behind him. I think that's fair to say. He'd probably even admit that himself. He has the ball now. Is he going to switch it? No, he's going to just kick it out for a goal kick.
I was hoping the commentator's curse were going to hit us then.
Yeah, me too. So Chris Wilder had a go at fans who have a go at players in his press conference on Saturday. What did you make of that?
I don't think it's a massive problem, really. It's not. It's everyone keeps saying, "Oh, abuse this, abuse that." It's not abuse when it's just criticism. And because we're not there, there wouldn't be half of this social media criticism if we were actually at the games, because we would be talking between ourselves. We can't do that right now. So people are taking to Twitter, and I understand that. And Chris Wilder and the players have got to understand that too. It's not going to be just us. It's going to be every club across the world. Guaranteed.
Yeah, and I get criticism in my job. I'm in a kind of profession that attracts constant opinions from everyone else. Looks like a foul in the centre circle. Free kick to the Blades. That was blatant. It's taken very quickly. Sheffield United coming out second half clearly with a bit of a rocket from Wilder, because we have led the line already. There's been impetus. There are men pouring forward. To be fair, actually, it's a little bit like carrying on from the middle part of the first half when it was similar scenes, Nick.
Yeah, it's definitely better than when we ended the half, because West Ham were all over us. And Stevens has done well, got the ball in the box. No, I'm going to say there's no one there, but it's
overhit, though.
Overhit, yeah. It's way too deep.
So actually, half-time, you could argue, came at the right time for the Blades.
Yeah, definitely. But we also, I can't remember what time it was exactly, but it was late on in the half when we gave away the penalty, which you could say is the worst time to give away something like that, because just see it through to half time.
Yeah, the goal scored on, what was it, 41, I think that penalty was actually scored. So, yeah, an awful time to give away a goal. We are 1-0 to West Ham, 50-13 on the clock. If you're trying to keep level with us, you can pause us if we are ahead. It's unlikely we are, but it's just to give you that option if you want to be on exactly the same time as us for the watch-along. Some people I know have mentioned in the comments that this is the only way they're following the game, and we really appreciate you being with us, of course, for those people. Doesn't matter what time we're on, it's happening now.
Exactly. And we are up to 172 likes. If we can get that to 200 as soon as possible, that would be very nice.
Yeah, if you are watching on YouTube, please just smash the thumbs up button or the thumbs down. If you dislike either of us, we would just welcome interaction, really.
Absolutely. And I'll have a look at the subscribers as well, because it's always nice to see more subscribers. I think we gained a lot of subscribers after putting out that we're going to be interviewing Dean Hammond for a podcast.
Huge. It was like 100 more people on Twitter alone suddenly followed after we mentioned that Dean Hammond will be on at 6 p.m. on the 17th on this channel. Also still to come, Paul Pesky-Salido. Do follow us on the social media sites to pose your questions to these former professionals that we have coming up, and a lot more exciting players to come as well. We won't give anything else away at this stage. Ball played through on this left-hand side into the box. Can the Blades get a chance? Going to cross away! Oh, it surely had to be in. From David McGoldrick, he heads it back across the face. He did what you're supposed to do. My earpiece has fallen out, and Fabianski tips it over the bar. What a chance. Should he, Nick, have put it further away to the side?
Either side of the goalkeeper, and this is a goal.
And he scores, doesn't he? He puts it straight at him. I think it takes a deflection as well off Ben Johnson.
I think it does. That's an incredible save by Fabianski, you've got to say. What a
Ben
ball
Johnson. Because he's a sprinter, Ben Johnson. He was there in a flash, wasn't he? Ball crossed in. Does it beat the first man? Does it beat the first man? How many times, Nick? In these watch-alongs alone.
Mate, back to the goalkeeper.
From our corner, it's back at Ramsdale.
What is going on?
That's appalling, really, from the Blades. You've got to beat the first man. And we've said it too many times today that the crosses have been weak. But the Blades still have possession, which is good to see. We've come out in this second half all over West Ham. We've poured it on. We've not yet taken a chance. And we've had a few, that one gilt-edged. None of the others, I would have said, were as good as that one.
Oh, poor ball again.
Bogle there with a chance to slip his man in, and maybe he's rusty because really it's like he hasn't been involved in this game, not through any fault of his. He's just not been sought out.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Let's see this again from a replay. Didzy's header, even though it does take a deflection off Ben Johnson, it's like you said, Nick, if he puts it either side.
I think he's tried to go to the right, and when he took a deflection, it took it to the middle, but still, I think that might have been an easier save for Fabianski because that's where he was.
Why has he not headed it down?
To go like that.
When I was playing football, you were always taught to head back across and down. And he's headed it up.
Yeah, that were the biggest chance of the game. That you could say that was nearly as big a chance as Lingard when he went through on goal before Bash took him out.
Yeah,
right,
I would say.
Right.
Yeah, because Lingard, as we said before in the first half, was taking the ball on his weaker foot away from goal. That one, straight at goal, 6 yards out, header right at the keeper.
You've got to say, is it Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson, yes.
He got in the way really, really well, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He just made himself big.
He did what he could. That's a foul. That's definitely a free kick. Referee's not giving it.
I don't know, to be honest, mate.
I thought that's
great
a
ball
dangerous
to Lingard.
ball played to Lingard on this left-hand side. He's got the pace. He hasn't got the skill.
Can I just say one thing? Ollie McBurney was stripping off, and now he's on the sideline stripped off. So I'm a little bit.
When you say stripped off, he's not doing a sideline of an OnlyFans. He's taking his jacket off. Yeah.
Yeah. He's taking his bottoms off and all. That's weird. Well,
ball played through. No, Billy. Whoa, why don't foul your man, though? Poor Billy Sharp. He's had absolutely nothing. If you take Billy off, which I think is probably what's going to happen, I feel like that's not through any fault of Billy's own today, because really only one pass in the entire first half was played to his feet.
Do you think if that one would have landed to Billy Sharp's head, do you think he'd have put it in the back of the net?
No question. No
He'd
question.
have gone straight back across goal into the corner.
Billy coaches kids in football in his own time, and that's the sort of thing that he'll be constantly there. He'll know exactly what to do with a ball like that. Billy Sharp in the 6-yard box, it's 2 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one thing. If Didsey could score the chances he got, he wouldn't be playing for Sheffield United because he's got everything else.
Yeah, he has got everything else. But this season, he's still our top goal scorer. And he's not taking any penalties. And Billy Sharp has taken two.
He's been brilliant this season, don't get me wrong, but he could have had more.
Yeah, he definitely could have. Oh, it's frustrating though, mate.
It's a frustrating watch.
Frustrating that Billy Sharp scored 4 or 5 and McGoldrick scored 5, I think. I think Billy's got 4 and McGoldrick's got 5. What about the midfield? What about the defence?
There's been nowhere near enough help from every other area. Bogle's done his bit, but yeah, we need to see more. Even last season when we were playing really well, we weren't getting enough help until the end of the season from the defence.
No, definitely not. But in the middle of start of the season, middle of the season, Fleck were picking up goals. Lunny were picking up goals, and that's a good ball through to Bowen. He has a shot, but Ampadu straight there. Ampadu's, you got to say, Ampadu's been great. And the thing is, we were talking about Norwood coming out and Ampadu going defensive midfield. Would we really want to upset the apple cart by taking out Ampadu from left centre back? Because he's been great since, and he was really poor in the midfield. But at the same time, at defensive midfield, I think Ampadu would be better right now than he was earlier on in the season because he's a lot more confident now.
Yep, it's 100% apples, cart, leave it. We've got a corner to West Ham on this left-hand side. Creswell is going to take it with his left foot, swung in, near post. It's in.
I just saw the comments and I just saw everybody writing it, and I wish I'd not. Oh,
it's Diop, the man that Adam Scott said was having a poor game. He's given him the commentator's curse from our point of view. I think this is game over. And I honestly think, Nick, this is
season over.
It's season defining, and it hurts. It really hurts. We've not played badly at all. We find ourselves 2 down. I think that's going to hurt the players more.
Just too strong for Ampadu, weren't they? That's it.
It's a great header. It's a corner.
It's a free header, mate. It's a free header.
It's a free header, but he's done what Didsey didn't do. He's headed it down. He's headed it down and away. I mean, normally you're taught to head it back from where it's come, but he's done the exact opposite. Either back where it's come or the other side, not straight on. Diop scored from a set piece. It's so frustrating giving away. Don't score enough from set pieces. So it's an awful combination. 58 minutes, Diop, 2-0.
This is going to be a horrible last half an hour of me and you just being really depressed now, I reckon.
I hate those bubbles. Those bubbles in this stupid stadium that we as a taxpayer have had to pay for without having any say. Soulless, god-awful stadium. This is, it's the only stadium in the Premier League where the atmosphere's got better since the lockdown.
Bash. Go on, Bash.
Ball crossed in. Good play from Bash. Nice skill. Cleared. And West Ham can bring it away. They've got this pace. They've got this pace on the break, and they are hitting the away side on the break. Jesse Lingard, what we could have done with signing Jesse Lingard, probably had no chance with the wages. He's won a corner from absolutely nothing. He got that ball in his own half.
Can I just answer all those Sheffield United fans that said we don't want Lingard because he doesn't fit our system? I don't care. Look at him. Just look at him in this game. He's absolutely tearing us to shreds. He's got 3 men around him there.
Just what we need.
We've got nobody like that. Nobody at all. We didn't have that last season, but we were playing that well in the system that we've played in for years that we didn't need it. This season, we needed it. In January, we needed to bring someone in. And when Sander Berger got injured, it was like, what are we going to do now? John Fleck was playing poor. Lundstrom has played poor for most of the season, even though he's probably been one of our best midfielders.
Yeah, I couldn't have put it better myself. Jesse Lingard is a player that grabs the game by the scruff of the neck. We don't have a single player that does that.
No, I know that people are going to say, wages is too much and we can't afford that. But at the same time, why just go into the Championship and spend a bit of money, try and bring someone in who is a good attacking midfielder? Like
John Swift.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's quite attacking, though, is he?
He scores goals. He takes fantastic free kicks. I'm not saying John Swift's the answer, but we've got so few bodies in midfield. I personally think he'd have been a good addition. We spent a lot of money on players that I won't have a go at, but let's just say some of them haven't worked out. Maybe John Swift wouldn't have worked out. I think Luke Freeman, letting him go, a player that can potentially change the game. Obviously, a player that Wilder rated. We tracked him for a long time. He spent a lot of money. He was our record signing at one point. Let him go. You know, I know he's had a poor season. He's injured at the moment, but who knows how it would have panned out. I think we just should have kept as many warm bodies as possible because we've got such a thin squad.
Exactly. It's a good bowling from Norwood. Well done from Bash Boy. Straight down the throat of Fabianski.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Borghetti would have struggled to score that header. That's one for the teenagers. Lingard, again, coming forward. Good challenge. Jayden Bogle, proving he can defend, because that was the best tackle I've seen in this game, and that's a clumsy coming together there. Ref's going to let it go, and who comes away with it? It is David McGoldrick. Tenacious. Ball on the left-hand side, right-hand side. Chance for Dinsey. Oh, he's got to score.
I think that's a West Ham foot, that. Yeah, Dinsey's saying it as well.
Corner ball.
That's a West Ham foot. I'm sure of it.
Probably didn't know where that foot was coming from as he lined himself up for the shot, pulled back the trigger, ready to make it 2-1. And yeah, you're right. It's like he fired out of a cannon, that defender. Just
brilliant foot in. Brilliant.
Superb bit of defending from, it might have even been Bowen. And we're now seeing Ollie McBurney, who obviously his wife's a hairdresser.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think, I definitely don't think Norwood's misses a hairdresser.
I don't think he can have any complaints either about going off.
No, definitely not. I thought it was going to be Billy Sharp, to be honest, though.
Corner, swung in, chance. Blades should score. Oh, penalty. Referee, what are you watching? Basham appealing for a penalty. VAR will look at it. I'm not sure. It's actually Kufal who's gone down. It was a real mess of bodies there, Nick. What did you pick out of that?
I don't know. It was just, like you say, a mess of bodies. I just thought someone needed to stick it in.
There's no foul there, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Bash gets the ball. Kufal goes down like a sack of spuds, but it wasn't a foul.
Foul anywhere. Bash wins the ball, and the West Ham player's nowhere near him.
You've got to appeal for these things. Lanzini's gone off, and Mark Noble will be brought on. Number 16, Mark Noble. West Ham through and through, apart from when he played for Hull.
Did he play for Hull? I don't even remember that.
I think he had a loan spell there. I'll look that up. Talk amongst yourselves, kids.
Mark Noble is just going to slow the game down. That's what he's going to do. That's the reason why they've brought him on, which is going to be even worse for us.
Yeah, Hull and Ipswich.
Very well done. Early on in his career.
Yes, he says, having already deleted it. I mean, I doubt it was recently. Blades win the ball back. It's been, possession-wise, it's felt like Sheffield United have had more of it than West Ham, but it's been hitting on the break. They have got that pace. They have got that outlet. They don't have a recognised striker. We do. We've got 3. And and they look always more dangerous when going forward.
Yeah, they do. We have gone forward a lot, though. We've attacked a lot in this game. I'm very surprised that we haven't created. Well, we have created some good chances, haven't we?
It's like a home performance from the Blades. It's like we're the ones at home. We've taken the game to them.
Yeah, we have, and
that's hit us on the break.
That's what Adam said. Your mate Adam, he said that.
He's your mate now as well.
Well, I'm going to say your mate, but they're both your mate, aren't they? Both Adams. West Ham Adam.
Everyone I brought into that chat was my friend.
yeah. West Ham Adam, he definitely said that David Moyes kind of sets them up to counter-attack at home. And,
shot. Save. If you weren't watching, by the way, that was a shot for a West Ham save by Sheffield United, because I realised just saying shot save doesn't help anyone.
Did you hear that, though? They played the crowd music like they'd scored.
Oh, brilliant. Whoever's on that duty, that's one job.
Yeah. It was a poor shot as well, straight at Ramsdale, so whoever's pressed that button.
I've had loads of stuff lined up, Nick, as ready to surprise you for when we score.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I don't think it is.
No. Let's have a look how many likes we're on. That'll cheer us up, won't it? Hopefully.
If we're at 1,000, it'll cheer me up. If we've got more followers on Twitter at Sheff United Way, that'll cheer me up. Instagram, Facebook for exactly the same. Wonderful graphics as well from the fantastic Bobby Noakes. Give that guy a follow. He is producing exquisite content, and we're really, really grateful to have him on board.
What a top lad. He's done so well. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Ollie McBurney playing centre mid. What is that all about?
Could he do worse? And actually, if he can play centre mid because he doesn't score enough goals, it might be a nice option because we need more bodies in midfield. Having said that, ball given away. West Ham can try and break again, but I think hopefully the Blades can deal with this. That's not a foul. He's got the ball. Come along, Ray.
Oh my! Oh, he's talking about the first one. He's talking about him pulling him back.
Right. Talk about the first one. So the first one, Ben Osborne. Yeah, for me, that's not a foul. Looks like he got the ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
But ref's given it. He has given that one as well. So that was a foul apparently on Jesse Lingard, and that'll just slow the play down when the Blades were starting to roll up through the gears. It's exactly what we didn't need. It's David Moyes wafting away a fart.
Oh, God's sake, man. We're on 185 likes, by the way. Which is nice.
Played way too heavy there to Didsey and Declan Rice. Why does he wear 41?
I don't know. It's a good point.
Should be wearing 4, shouldn't he? By the way, if I was to say to you, 4, what position should wear number 4? What do you say?
You just said it. Defensive midfield.
Spot on. Anyone who says defender, get out. 8 attacking midfielder, 11 left winger, 7 right winger, 9 and 10 your strikers, 5, 6 obviously your centre backs, 2 and 3 your full backs, 1 your goalkeeper. I've done that in an odd order, but I stand by those positions.
Yeah, that's right. And then your second goalkeeper's 13.
Yeah, I never give a squad number 13. I'm superstitious, so I'll give him 22.
22, that's fair. Paddy used to have 23. Did you say 22?
I said 22, and you've brought in something that's unrelated. But I like hearing you talk, so it's fine.
No, 20. I thought the goalkeeper would be 23.
I do 22. I'm not saying it's the one that you should do.
You're talking about Football Manager here?
Yeah, I'm not actually a manager of a professional side. If I was, I probably wouldn't be doing a watch-along. Ball played through. Will it get a chance to be kept in? It will. Blades keep it alive on the left-hand side. Let's get a cross in. I'm on 67-43 if you're trying to keep up with us. Blades getting in the way of themselves, but the ball comes in with a header down. It's a good save, and the rebound is clawed to safety by Fabianski. Didsey again with a header. He's done everything right there. On that occasion, it was a good save. I think very hard to generate power from that kind of cross. A bit lofted in.
He's got the direction.
He's headed it down. He's done right.
I think it's a pretty easy save for Fabianski. I think it's pretty much straight at him, just very slightly to his left.
Yeah, I think Didsey would have struggled to do anything more with that because it's hard to generate power from a cross that comes to you like that unless you try and go back again across the face from whence it came.
I actually did not play as the focal point. I'd rather him be playing where McBurney's playing. I think it's a bit weird that McBurney's dropping in to kind of like the 10 and McGoldrick's playing out and out striker.
I agree with you, but we're trying something different. and I don't always mind that because what we've tried hasn't worked.
No, it hasn't. Oh,
Lundstrom.
Lingard quite easily there.
Yeah, Bogle looking for options, and the very deep Ollie McBurney. I do question, you're right, like Nick says, why Ollie McBurney's been brought on as a striker and he is playing as a deep-lying playmaker. He basically seems to have replaced Norwood like for like.
Oh, it's embarrassing now. Playing defensive midfield is oh, this is just getting beyond the joke now. What are we doing? Why is
You know what? You might look back on this in years to come as he becomes an internationally superstar renowned defensive midfielder and say, this is where it started. There was a time when Jagielka wasn't a centre-back.
That's true, but I can't see it, mate. I'm going to be honest,
No.
I can't see it.
He's too tall for a defensive midfielder, isn't he? You think of the David Batty type.
You do, but at the same time, you've got your Papa Bouba Diops and that, aren't you?
You're pluralising your Papa Bouba Diops. Shot comes in, it's parried away. And it's going to be a corner to West Ham. We're on 69-51.
What shall we talk about now? Because I'm not particularly wanting to talk about the game because this is just.
Can I just take a moment to say, God rest his soul to Papa Bouba Diop as well, who sadly lost his life last year.
Oh, that's a faux pas. I didn't realise.
Well, I thought I'd better mention it in case anyone has a go at us for disrespecting. So we weren't doing that. Weren't doing that at all. Ball crossed in. Chance for a third, but it's cleared by the Blades. Can Didsey launch an attack? No, we can't get it under control. And West 27. And Lingard's going to draw a foul there. Am I ahead of you?
No, about the same.
Okay,
I've
good.
just gone quiet because I'm depressed.
I'm also miserable. I think, in a way, Nick, let's look at the positives. We know Sheffield United are getting relegated. It is so much easier to deal with this grief having a long run-up. Far easier than being relegated on the final day through third-party ownership and cheating. This way, I can go through all the stages of grief long in advance by the time that inevitable relegation comes.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I said that on the West Ham fan channel, to be honest. I said I'd rather us kind of... But do you know what I did say, though? I did say that we'd finish third bottom, about 4 or 5 points off fourth bottom. Can't even see that now, mate.
Looking less and less likely. Free kick swung in by Creswell. Flicked back header. Chance kept alive. Again, good defending, actually, on that occasion by the Blades as they look to try and hit West Ham now on the break. Can they get that deep-line defensive midfielder of Ollie McBurney forward? Billy Sharp has had nothing.
Can I just say there? When Stevens went forward, I was thinking, there must be someone marking him there. He was just jogging in front of McBurney, and he had so much room in front of him. He needed to be sprinting on down the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's been a case of options. Sometimes we have chosen the wrong ones today. I think any players have stood out for you in a positive sense, Nick, that you can praise from the pink and grey persuasion?
I think Ampadu's not done too bad. I think Osborne's done all right. Didsey always puts in a good performance, whatever happens. Egan has done well. I'm struggling, mate.
No, I think you've done well. I agree with all that. And a chance here for West Ham after a mistake at the back. Could it be 3? Good save from Ramsdale as Koufal. You'd have put your mortgage on him scoring there. God, this is painful.
Save that. But the thing is, when you're trying to attack and you're trying to get players forward, this is going to happen. And I'd rather us do this, but not that, because that was horrendous.
It's a good save. It deserves a round of applause and praise because Rammers gets pelters. It was really poor defending, though, from Sheffield United. It's a good save. Left hand. It was going low. Rammers decided, no, you shall not pass. Well played, Aaron Ramsdale. Deserves it. Praise where praise is due.
Yeah, I think he's really good at that, Ramsdale.
Right-hand side, corner swung in. Will it all be in vain as West Ham try and launch an attack? That's a foul. Surely one of those reminiscent of the Fulham penalty, that sort of challenge.
That's a Premier League foul, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you do that on your Sunday League pitch, everyone just gets on with it. And actually, even if you called for that, you'd be kicked again for daring to claim that was a foul.
Do you feel like we're going to do this next season? We're going to be going down in the Championship and everyone's going to be having a go at us?
Well, you and I.
No, I feel like Basham's going to be throwing himself about and everyone's going to be like, get up.
Oh, you mean a player's going down? Right. Sorry, I thought you meant the double relegation doing a Sunderland. Ball's going to be not. It's not going to beat the first man again. Blades, you. What are you doing to me? Oh, I'm going to look like a panda. I'm going to go grey by the end of this. Ball swung in. Oh, it's not good. These crosses. I don't know why we actually persist in crossing. We score so few from crosses. I'd be more tempted to start saying just have shots. In the Premier League, it's very hard to score from outside the area, but if you don't buy a ticket, you won't win the lottery. And I just feel like sometimes we try and always score the perfect goal when actually just have a shot.
I feel like a lot of goals, if you've got the players, have the shots. But at the moment, if there was a Sheffield United player outside the box, who would you put your money on scoring? Or who do you think would have the best chance? Bogle. All day. Right wing back.
All day, every day. He's prime Borbokis. That looks like a needless foul. God, if we feel frustrated sitting here, we've had as much impact on this game as poor Billy Sharp. And I'm saying poor because it's not been his fault today. He's had absolutely nothing. Every ball's been played in front of him. He's not a pacey striker. So why do you play a ball 5 yards ahead of Billy Sharp when West Ham have got faster defenders?
God knows. I don't know, mate. I'm losing my patience with him at the moment, to be honest.
It's also, I don't know about you, but it's tough to watch other games of football when the Blades are losing. I just saw the advert there for Barca PSG. I don't care.
No, I don't. I don't, seriously, other than United. And I don't even want to watch us sometimes. I don't want to watch any of it. I really don't. England, maybe, but I don't want to watch England unless we're playing in a world. Oh, for God's sake, Billy Sharp giving away another free kick.
Watching England and watching Sheffield United is exactly the same thing for me. Always let you down on the big stage when it really matters. And sometimes quite poor performances.
Yeah, except for last season and the season before. But saying that, last season at the crunch times, that's when we didn't win the games that we needed to, didn't score the goals.
It's awful that last season I was rereading James Kemp's wonderful Enjoying the Premier League Ride book, all proceeds going to Sheffield Hospital, Children's Hospital. Do check it out. And you realise up to the Norwich game, just at home, what an incredible season it was last season. Absolutely, truly magnificent, and possibly the best season in our lifetime.
Oh, it definitely was.
You think, what a culmination of events that could change the greatest season in our lifetime into quickly one of the worst things that's ever happened in human history, and completely tarnish that season. The fact that we couldn't go, the fact that we had no fans there to give the players what they deserved at the end of the season. And I believe all of that has carried on into what's now been the worst season in our living memory.
Yeah, obviously, COVID aside, Huddersfield did something similar to what we did. They had a brilliant first half of the season, dropped like a stone, went down, and they've not gone down again, but they've certainly not been looking like they're going to come back up. And I hope they're not going to do.
You're spot on. It's a really good example. And COVID aside, who knows? All this may have happened anyway. It's a really good point. And actually, the worst thing, Nick, is you're right. Huddersfield haven't gone down again, but they've become invisible. They've become a non-entity that no one's talking about. They're not troubling, promotion or relegation. And that is what worries me more, is that we do a Huddersfield and we just become a boring non-entity of a football club.
Yeah, because that's what we were when I very first started watching United. The season that I started watching it, we'd just been relegated from the Premier League. And then we spent over a decade in the Championship, what was then the Division 1. And I just always knew as a side that were nearly got into the playoffs. But since then, it's definitely not been... it's been a roller coaster, to say the least.
Yeah,
it?
My dad and I always say there's never a dull season supporting the Blades. Even this awful season, there's been plenty of talking points. By the way, you're not missing anything with the action. We are on 78-13. If you want to try and keep level with us, if we're ahead, you can pause us. You can give this a like as well. Do please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sheff United Way, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because we do put a lot of work into all the content that we provide you, and we want more eyes on it. Didsy on 78 minutes, looking to play the ball back. A bit of a pedestrian play from John Lundstrom, who obviously thinks we're winning 2-0 and finds Jayden Bogle, who's going to win a throw-in. He'll take it himself. does everything well, doesn't he, Jaden Bogle? It's a good throw. Lundstrom, nice little turn. Again, though.
It's a good throw. It was literally
it's a good
that.
throw. Hey, it wasn't a foul throw, and you see more and more of them in the Premier League. And players like Zinchenko couldn't take a throw, for example, and he plays for a team that's quite good. It's back heel time. It's showboating time from the Blades. Time to roll out the skills. It's clearly the game for that. Losing 2-0 at arguably one of our arch rivals of the Premier League, West Ham and Leeds, you'd say. And we're just we're pulling out the box of tricks. Ball on the edge. It's in the box. Floated up to no one. Header one. Cleared. Real nonsense in the box there.
How did Osborne just beat Declan Rice in the air, by the way?
Good question. They are... It's who wants it more, and Ben Osborne will always give you 100%. Ben Osborne again, good cross from Ozzy. Lovely cross, good header from that defensive midfielder. What was he doing up there? Ollie McBurney. And it's saved by Fabianski. Good chance. If the Blades had taken all these headed chances from crosses, it'd be 3-2 United. Sheffield United.
Yeah, and you've got to say, that's a good header. That's a good header. It's not quite in the corner, but he's generated quite a lot of power there. To say that it was kind of behind him, he had to swing his head back to get as much on it as possible.
Spot on. It was behind him. He did everything there with that cross that a good striker does right, and that you could have done with that. It was also in the corner. Fabianski had to make a decent save. That was probably one of the best chances of this this painful second half.
I'm worried now that we're going to get the double done over us by West Ham and Leeds. Oh, what a ball. Well done, John Egan.
John Egan with a good challenge. Jesse Lingard with a chance there to pile it on. Nick's absolutely right. A double by Leeds and West Ham would be truly awful. A nice little interchange there. With
John Egan just waved to the bench like he was injured.
We don't need that. We do not need that. John Egan head down. I don't think that this side could afford a serious John Egan injury. I really don't.
That doesn't look like it looks injured. It looks properly injured by his face.
You gotta pray this is cramp, because he looks in a way that suggests his season is over.
That's not cramp, mate. That's not cramp.
If you were to say to me before the game, worst player to lose for the rest of the season, John Egan, number one, top of the list. Top of the list.
And maybe Ramsdale, to be honest.
I mean, there's all sorts of horrible thoughts, like the last time we've seen Sander Berger, the last time we've seen Jack O'Connell. If you were now to throw in, is this the last time we're going to see John Egan? I don't know how much more of this I can take. Lingard off, Ben Rama on. Who cares? This is all about John Egan.
That's two players that I would have liked to have seen at Bramall Lane this season.
Oh, absolutely. Although with signing of Ben Rama, you also get all the crazy Algerian fans on your social media, which Adam Scott has told me has ruined the West Ham Facebook page.
Oh, no. Egan's going off here. The only saving grace, that if this was the end of Egan's season, hopefully no one would come in and buy him.
How does it happen, Nick?
How does what happen?
This injury. What happens?
It's just a coming together, isn't it?
What's he done? I really can't see what has actually injured him.
A broken toe, maybe.
If it's a broken toe,
they're not.
I'm
nice,
okay. I've done that. You can get on with that. Oh, it's the leg brace.
Oh my God!
This you can't make it up.
What do we think? Do we think that's a leg break?
I think it's a broken leg. I think he's maybe overstretched his foot and broken the top of the foot. My wife knows all the names of these bones. I don't. She'd be able to tell me what he's done is fascia or something. I don't know. I don't know. Jags is going to come on, number 15. I guess get ready to see a lot more of Phil Jagielka if this is as serious as it looks. You just cannot make this worse. A defeat and losing our best player, possibly for the season. There is nothing to take from this now. Nothing. No positives can be taken from this. And now we've got the unflattering pink shirt on Phil Jagielka.
Oh no, that's not good at all, is it? What has gone on this season? Last season, if you'd have said who's the worst 3 players that you'd not want to lose,
O'Connell, Berger, Egan.
Yeah,
That's it. In
Fleck.
that,
You might throw Fleck in there.
Fleck,
But
we've got to hope that Fleck's
Fleck's
all
not
right.
even playing.
Well,
Fleck's-
maybe it's
Fleck's
thank
ill,
God,
though, isn't it? Fleck's ill.
because Fleck's ill. He doesn't need this, and we don't. Fleck can't get injured in this game, so yeah. I'm trying to take positives where you can. This is a disaster. I'm properly gutted. There is nothing to look forward to in life at the moment. Absolutely nothing. We're in lockdown. I can't go to the gym. Nick and I know we still have to go to work. So
I'm drinking little beer.
there's nothing.
Aldi,
There's nothing.
sorry, Aldi.
This was our escape. Sheffield United was our thing we had to look forward to. And this season has been absolutely bloody. I cannot find a positive.
No, and Chris Wilder just went over to Egan to see how he was then, and then the camera went away. So I would like to have seen how Chris Wilder would have looked after that.
And I hate West Ham.
And they're on the break again. Is this going to finish 3-4-0? Because let's be honest, this is going to be another 4 or 5 minutes at a time on top of what
loads.
would
Now.
have
I
been
don't, just blow up now, ref. Just put us out of our misery. Of all the teams, and we haven't played that bad in stages. We took the game to them. We just don't look like scoring. It's been the story of really the last 2 seasons. We papered over the cracks with not conceding last season, but really, we weren't scoring enough last season, and we did try and address that. Made some transfers that on paper look good. Really, Bogle's been the only one that's worked.
Yeah. What type of beer did Nick say it was? It's Rosina Lager. We were in, was it Aldi? Aldi the other day and just bought it. There you go.
Other supermarkets are also available. Oh, this has not been worth losing the feeling in the entire left leg.
Oh, we've injured somebody now. Egan's injured. Not Egan.
Ben Johnson has gone down, and Lundstrom will pick up a booking for that. We're on 86.23. If you want to keep up with us, I don't know why you would. We are in purgatory, and if you've got the chance to be ahead, take it. All right, because this is this is awful. This is awful.
We're on 193 likes anyway. So
who's liking this? What's wrong with you, you sadists? Don't like this. Don't like it. Hit dislike, because that's how I feel.
We want to see likes though.
Fine, hit like, because if you want to try and cheer me up, I suppose that's the only thing. Subscribe, like, big time. Follow the Twitter, because I can't tell you how much work I put into that last week, and I need more. I need more followers.
All we need to do is tell people that we had Dean Hammond on the podcast, and that's
if I'd known that making all these graphics and coming up with all these quizzes and all these stats gets 2 or 3 extra followers a week, and all I need to do is say we're talking to someone people don't like.
And the ball's away. And Jack, thank you very much for the $4.99. If you're making this worse, boys, can we get $4.99 worth of positivity, please?
Oh, sod off, Jack.
I say thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Thanks for the cash, mate. But I can't take it. We're making it worse. We are calling it as it is, and it is bloody painful. And this is the Egan injuries really got me down. I feel like that's fair.
I'll try and bring some positivity. And you said it not too long ago. We have not played badly in this game. We've made 2 stupid errors for the first goal. The second goal was really poor defensively. And we could have scored 2 or 3 goals in this game, possibly. One really, really good chance to McGoldrick. So there has been positives. There were positives in this game. I wouldn't say we're going to take positives from this game. There's nothing to take positive from it. But we've been unlucky. But we've said that all season. We've been unlucky all season, haven't we?
Yeah. Let's get the grammar right on that, at the very least. I think grammar is important. And please, if you are going to write like that, the Dalek woofers, don't procreate. If you do want to be a super subscriber, that would be wonderful, like Jack, and you can write anything you like then. It's bad. It's bad. I want to get that off the screen. I can't be doing with poor grammar. It's really important.
It is
important. Don't care what anyone says. Get it right.
Definitely, mate.
And we are going down.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Leave that to us to say it, all right? We can say it. It's our team.
Al, do you want to answer that? Do you know where Mousse is? Any ideas? Because I don't.
I have no idea. And he was crucial, of course, in the game last season at West Ham when we were so positive. We were going into games looking really like we were able to score more. We had good chances in the game. The 1-1 at the London Solus Bowl last season. Baldock had a really good couple of chances, and Mousse hit that shot so early to get that 1-1 draw, a deserved 1-1. In fact, I felt like the Blades really should have won that game just because of the chances we had. Baldock and Mousse, the key men in that game, and neither involved tonight. So, big players to miss. We've missed a lot of players. Baldock being kept out, of course, by 4 really good right wing backs.
And I'm going to put on screen another $5 from Joseph Parker. Thank you very much. We'll be sad, but we'll be sad together. That's a lovely statement. There's no worse feeling in the world than being sad and alone in this till the end with you. Like, oh, thank you so much. That's really nice. That I enjoyed that.
Joseph Parker, that is my kind of super subscriber. I love that. Right, chance for Bogle, working his way into the box. It's going to be laid off. Did he? Took a touch when he should have had a shot first time, and it'll just roll out.
Is it a corner? Can we have a corner?
I mean, they're appealing for a corner. I thought it was a goal kick, but I'd like to see it again. Did he surely should have hit that first time?
You would have thought so, but was it on his left? It could have been on his right. I can see why he took a touch, but it was an elephant touch, weren't it? Let's be honest.
It is given as a corner. Even when I saw the replay, I thought that was a goal kick. Well, we'll take what we can get.
We can take what we can take. Oh, we should have said that again.
Take. Yeah, we should have said that.
Oh, Simon Sultana. What an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Go on, Bash. For Nick to have another lager. Not yet. Noon here. Where are you? Where are you from, Simon? Somewhere that dollars are spent, I'm assuming.
Well, thank you, Simon. Remember what they say, if it doesn't make dollars, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's a lovely sea behind him as well in his profile picture.
Beautiful sea. Love the sea. Got a lot of time for the sea, Nick. Don't know what I'm talking about. Johnson's gone off. He's run his race, and Fredericks will come on.
I just don't want to see what's going to happen for Egan afterwards.
He's run his race. It's quite a good joke because he's called Ben Johnson.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, get
Was
something
the one that
for
got
that.
done for drugs, Ben Johnson?
I don't follow athletics.
All right, okay. I ask you a lot of questions that you don't know the answer to, don't I?
You put me on the spot on the match preview all the time. Right, Dizzy's going to come away with it. Let's get a goal, Blades. There's 5 minutes left. You know what? We can still get something out of this. I want to see a goal. We deserved a goal. United have played well, Sheffield United, in patches. Super subscribers left, right, and centre. Thank you very much, Chris.
Chris. Oh,
Top man.
Come on.
Over the bar. Johnny Lundstrom. He loves those long ranges, doesn't he?
He does. And Simon's from Malta. Oh, lives in Malta, should I say.
Of course, used to sponsor the Blades.
Yeah. I don't think Simon did himself.
Who knows? Oh, look at this. It's all happening. You see, you ask for one super subscriber. They see how down you are. You guys are really making two old men, one very old man, according to Nick, a bit happier. A bit happier. 4 years difference. That, according to Nick, is light years. I know plenty of people who've married people with far larger age gaps.
All right. We're not going to marry each
other. No, although I am an ordained minister, so I could marry you.
Thank you, Stephen.
Super chats make everyone happy.
I realised I went on to the next one without saying thank you, Stephen. Really appreciate it. Super chats make everyone happy. That is very, very true.
He's the man. Ball crossed in for West Ham. It's gone straight over there across the face. No one there to put it away. It's the kind of chance which, if it was 0-0, we'd have all got very excited about. But as things are, it's hard to breathe any life into this game. I think even West Ham fans will just be happy that they've got through some sticky patches. The Blades have played all right in parts in this game. And if we could find a finisher, boy, would this have been a different season.
Absolutely. I love that people are still saying, come on, you Irons, like there's a chance that we could get something from this game.
I love how they're saying that there's a chance I'll read that out. Richard Wakeman.
Thank you, Leeds. I'm going to say thank you, Leeds. He'll be back next season with Wilder in charge. Leeds fan, money going to Sheffield United. Thank you very much. I don't think it'll go directly to Sheffield United.
It might. I'll spend it in the shop. All Yorkshire, aren't we?
But thank you, Richard. Really appreciate that. Jeez, man. Have you seen the smile on our face compared to what it was literally 5 minutes
we've
ago?
just had a fiver from Rick Wakeman. Doesn't get much better than that. Right, Didsy on the left-hand side. Can he put a ball in that's any use? No, he can't. First man. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. We've had chances to open them up. We've played well, as I keep saying, in patches. It's that final ball. It's that final decision which has cost the Blades, and of course individual errors. And that's been the story of a very, very disappointing season, which I just want to end now. It might be about to. West Ham on the attack. Can they get a ball across the face? No, it's good defending. You like to see a professional footballer still battling till the end.
I think we've got to say, though, as well, that now Jags will probably play the rest of the season for Egan. This is probably the last chance of Jags to show what he's got, because I reckon he'll probably retire after this.
Yeah, he probably will. And
he won't want to play for anyone else, I wouldn't have thought. And especially at his age, he's not had that many games. But you never know. He's played well in the past few games that he's played. And he might want to have one last challenge, but I doubt it.
Hit subscribe on YouTube if you would like to subscribe. You'd be more than welcome. Can West Ham make it 3 in the final minute now and just pile the misery on the beleaguered Blades? Ball going to be crossed in here from the substitute, or is he's going to roll it back? Roll back. Creswell, this is nice interchange. Ben Rama's got so much skill, so much ability. He can make things happen from nothing. A chance to get the shot away from the edge of the area. Ramsdale's beaten his near post, and that is 3-0. It's the substitute, Fredericks. And I've got nothing to say to that.
I don't know what to say, mate. That was just easy, wasn't it? He's just found the bottom corner from outside the box.
You know,
no one around him.
Isn't he a right back, Fredericks?
Yes, he is.
And we've just conceded to a right back at the edge of the box.
Oh, it's not outside the box. That's a good finish, that. But
it's a good goal.
He's literally stood on his own, and no one's going near him. We've just standing off him, and he just put it in bottom corner.
Yeah, if you're a West Ham fan, enjoy it. Enjoy it, because you know it's been a long time since West Ham have beaten Sheffield United at their place. Your home. This isn't really your home, is it? It's a taxpayer stadium. And you know it's all over. Enjoy this win. Enjoy it. Have it. It's yours. You've got to enjoy these things. We're all football fans. I get it. I suppose long term we've got Bramall Lane to go back to, and you've got this stadium. So who's the real winner?
That's true.
You know, I couldn't watch my football at this stadium, so have you win. Have you win. I'm not happy for you. I dislike all of you apart from my mate Adam Scott. 3-0. I mean, I couldn't have written this worse. There's no way this could have played out worse.
No. I'm glad Fleck's not playing, because we don't want to see any more injuries, do we? Did say, let's just play for the rest of the season with youngsters.
Give the kids a chance. Let's see how good Hackford is, and that's what I said about Fleck earlier. It's a good thing he wasn't involved, because he didn't need to be involved in this. This was a mess, and it's hard to, if you are Chris Wilder, what do you say to them at full time? Because at times they really went for it, and the goals are either mistakes, a really good goal at the end, or just individual errors.
Yeah, not really sure what else to say. It's this is a dark day, really, you could say, because I feel like we're both expecting relegation now. Like, I think there's been that light at the end of the tunnel with the performances recently, but everybody else picking up points this weekend. Everyone,
that's everyone, all gone against us. West Ham, of course, leaping above Liverpool. They're having a cracking season. And as much as I like to see a shake-up at the top, with different teams getting in amongst it, not West Ham.
No, -25, mate. -25. Right, another goal deserves another fiver. Still with you, lads. Thank you very
Okay.
much, Joseph.
Tell you what, Joseph, maybe we should start that as being a regular thing. If we'd done watch-alongs from the beginning of the season, we'd be rich. Could quit our jobs.
Oh, I can't even be bothered.
Well, you've got to do a match reaction, haven't you? And I feel very sorry for you.
You can put your feet up now, mate. No fans react for you.
Yeah, I'm lucky in that respect. Our wonderful Bobby's already done the graphic for full time. What a legend! I don't really want to. I don't want to put it anywhere.
Go on, stick it on. Let's see it, because I just like the graphic.
Right, if you want to, let's use this as an opportunity to get people to Twitter. Nick, tell them where they can go while I put it on.
You just need to go onto twitter.com/Chef United Way. Or if you're already on Twitter, at Chef United Way. Go for it, guys. Check it out. We are, like Hal said earlier, we are interviewing Dean Hammond as well. For the Sheffield United fans, that is a big deal. For the West Ham fans, not so much. But yeah, we put that out today, and everybody seems to be, I wouldn't say buzzing about it, very intrigued, I think. So just having a look here, they were just bringing up the stats. Oh, it's not coming up now.
Right, go subscribe at Chef United Way on Twitter, and you can see the kind of work that we're doing behind the scenes. You know, even while we're busy, entertaining you, graphics are still getting made. We're doing it like the pros. Give us the respect the follow deserves. It's a lot of work on Twitter, a lot of work on Instagram, a lot of work on Facebook, and it's just, it's a team of three. So we really appreciate your support.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Do you know what we will do? I'll start giving out mods, because we haven't done this.
Yeah, I think the Dalek WHUFC should be a moderator. He's so busy on the chat. Why aren't you watching your own West Ham watch-alongs? Corey does a great one.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few out there. It's a bit weird that he's on ours, but I'm fine. I'm fine with it. It's more views and more money coming to us.
I'm going to have to go on one of these West Ham channels after this, aren't I?
Are you actually?
Yeah, the West Ham way. They're going to want, Corey's going to want me on, isn't he?
Gutted, mate.
To be honest, I kind of already saw this coming, so I'd already written something. That'll work for a defeat.
Where's Joseph Parker? I'm wanting to give Joseph Parker some moderator status. Joseph, can you? Chris Eads, you get mod. Chris Eads has been very good recently.
Yeah, shout out to Carl Shipson as well, who's been great on the chat. He's going to be doing the player ratings. The Fans React will be available 6 p.m. tomorrow. Do subscribe to that YouTube channel, Chef United Way. It's a really good Fans React because I'm not on it this time, so that's definitely going to be a good one. We've got a wonderful team who will have to try and react to that. And I think it's a really confusing game to react to, because you can look at the scoreline and just say Sheffield United were beaten convincingly and handsomely, but that doesn't actually tell the story of the game. And that was a game where, had the Blades taken any of their chances, I think it changes. And we've watched us this season go to places like Palace and not play, not really turn up. And then we have turned up today. But we can't seem to score. It's such a strange season where we can go to Old Trafford and get 3 chances and score twice. And then games like Fulham and Leeds and even West Ham at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane, where we create lots of chances, don't take any of them.
No. I know. It's been one of them seasons, mate, where we're just giving away sloppy goals and not being able to put the ball in the back of the net. That's how teams get relegated. Yeah.
I think David has just has summed it up absolutely perfectly. We're saying, like we said at half-time, this game sums up our season. I think it absolutely spot on does. And we hope in a way that we bringing you these watch-alongs will be something better than just getting 2 pundits who've been put together, don't really know each other, on BT Sport commentating. We hope that this actually, a bit of a Blades loving, is one positive we can take while we can't go to games, or we can't be at the Lane, or we can't go to the Solus Bowl. We can all be together here, and we're going to try and keep doing this for you. for the rest of the season. It's going to be a tough old slog for Nick and I, but we will aim to do our best. It was hard to watch tonight.
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah, but like you say, we enjoy chatting to each other, don't we?
I definitely enjoy chatting to you. Yeah.
So you're saying that I don't enjoy talking to you?
I've been told by people who know me very well that I am, and I quote, annoying.
No, I would not say that.
Wow. Okay, fine. I read that. I read what you said. Thanks very much. Can Hal get in any more jokes on the West Ham Solus Bowl? Yeah, I mean, I can do. I really do think that the joke is on West Ham long term, because we have Bramall Lane to go back to, one of the oldest, most historic, most passionate grounds where you're close to the pitch. That's crucial at any game. You can make a difference. We are the best fans in the world. It's been evident because we're not there, and look what's happened to us since the fans haven't been in. We are quite literally the most important fans and the best fans, and I'd argue the most knowledgeable fans in world football. So if we were at a place like West Ham Stadium and we were so far away from the pitch, it doesn't matter if we're there or not. That's why West Ham are having such a good season. It'll actually change when fans go back in, because West Ham fans are quite quick to turn on their team when things don't go their way. We are the opposite, and we really get behind our boys. And the fact that we are so close to the pitch at a wonderful, beautiful, idyllic stadium in a beautiful part of Sheffield, it means everything to me that we have that stadium. I would rather be in the Championship and playing at that stadium when we can go back than in the Premier League in such a horrible matchday experience. It takes everything away from the joy of actually watching football, which isn't always about the results. As we know, it's about your mates and it's about seeing your friends and family.
Love that. I think we should leave it there, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, we're not gonna top that. So
put this up. Love the channel, love the videos, love the watch along. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you very much, David. We really, really appreciate it. In fact, sorry, I was clicking on the same one as you at the same time. Ewan Bain, one of my mates. What a beautiful monologue. Ewan, by the way, do you want to be on one of these? Give me a shout. We'll bring you in. Top man. Here we go. Chris Eads. Having no fans is irrelevant. Yeah.
Exactly what I was saying. Right, you've got to go do a match reaction on a Sheffield United channel. That's fun. I've got to do one on a West Ham channel.
That's true, but at least I don't have to talk to anyone as well. That doubles it up, really, doesn't it? I could just talk to a camera, whereas you've got to talk to people that you actively don't like.
I hate them. I'm gonna be so rude to these West Ham fans.
Can you wait until I finish my match reaction so I can watch it live?
It's up to him, isn't it? I'm literally going to start by, I hate you, I hate your channel, I hate your team, I hate everyone watching this right now.
By the way, guys, if you want to see that, I'm sure Hal will retweet it when he goes on their channel.
I'll retweet your match. I don't want people watching a West Ham channel, Sodom.
No, yeah, but I want to hear what you've got to say. So if you don't retweet it, I won't.
All right, fine. I'll message him and tell him I might do it.
Did they steal our channel name, by the way?
The West Ham Way. You've got to ask questions, haven't you?
The West Ham Way. That's what a load of rubbish. What's that? What does that actually mean, Hal?
I don't know. The West Ham Way is far away from the pitch. We know that.
Right. Thank you very much, guys. Really, really appreciate it. We've enjoyed giving West Ham stick, mostly Hal, but I've enjoyed listening to it as well. So thank you for watching. It's been 2 hours 37. Hal's been here for every single second of that, other than when he went for his ablutions or whatever he calls it.
Yes, I got you saying it now.
It is. I do it right.
Yeah, ablutions. Yeah, it's a great term.
That's great. So, yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Hal, for chairing this, as always. You've been brilliant.
Chairing? I like that.
You chair every single one, mate. You're so good at it. Thank you for that. Oh, my God. I'm reading some comments, and I probably shouldn't.
All right, leave the comments. Now, I hardly read any of them through the whole game.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for giving us money. Thanks for giving us likes and views. We love it. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll be doing my match reaction in about probably 20, 25 minutes, something like that. So if you're a Sheffield United fan, if you're a West Ham fan, want to come on and give me grief, just do it. That's fine. I'm tired. I'm going. Thanks, Hal. See you later, everybody.
Thanks, mate. Bye, everyone.
Cheers.